Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president!
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 30.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11th electoral votes, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Welcome into Cobra Cast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199, and I am happy to see all of you here today. We're not muted, baby. I checked it before we went live. No trolling me. No trolling me. I'm too good. I'm too smart for it. Now I need to look over. Okay, I had to make sure. Yes, we are not muted. Let's freaking go. Hail to the 199. Hail to the snake pit. And we are now officially 2 days away from Election Day. Holy shit. Let's go, man. Man, oh man. I am nervous, but I also think I've got a pretty interesting take for all of you that I'm going to break down, because I haven't really gotten into like specifics on the predictions and everything like that, because I feel like the mindset has always needed to be, we need to move forward. 28-3, we're down. We are the Patriots. They are the Falcons. We have to operate like we're down 28-3. And I think that that mindset still has to continue. But the reality of the situation is we can't ignore the facts. And the facts are what they are, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Yes, I know the Dolphins lost again. Tua played fantastic, but the Dolphins still lost. Not happy about that. But at least he's playing pretty damn well. Hopefully they can get things turned around. He played almost perfect today, but they still lost, so it is what it is. But yeah, there's a lot of craziness going on. This insane, the polling right now, the betting market, the taking things out of context, the media meltdown right now. It's pretty crazy. And we've still got 2 full days before Election Day. And we're going to see even more craziness. Kamala Harris desperately goes to Saturday Night Live, and that's going to go into the point that I'm going to make here in just a little while about what we're seeing from that perspective. Lady Gaga is set to be with Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania, I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Trump is doing 4 rallies today. He's currently, where is he at right now? Trump is currently in North Carolina right here. Let's listen in. He's rocking the gold, dark MAGA hat.
Defending foreign borders and protecting foreign lands. We're finally going to build up our nation, defend our borders, and protect our citizens and our lands. We will stop illegal immigration once and for all. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation once again. Everyone will prosper. Every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. And of course, it will be filled with the American dream once again. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her left-wing, radical, crazy agenda of open borders and all other things. And we're going to have on Tuesday a landslide that's too big to rig. Too big to rig. Right, Mike? Right?
And I'm going to get into all of this here in just a minute. And yes, the black and gold hat is just badass.
I know he'd like to watch television that day. Say, Harry, get the hell out of this because you're going to vote for the president today, Harry. But
get up, Harry.
I'd like to watch a little more time. Get up, Harry. We know who the boss is, right? For the past 9 years, we have been fighting against the most sinister and corrupt forces on earth. With your vote in this election, most important election we've ever had, you can show them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. It's very simple. It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country. And 2 days from now, think of it, 2 days. Oh, it's so beautiful. 2 days from now, it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. We'll get it turned fast. With your help, from now until Election Day, 2 days, we will restore America's promise.
2 days.
And we will take back the nation that we love so much. We love our nation. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never back down, and we will never, ever surrender. Right, Steve? Together we will fight, 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 and we will win, win, win. Gonna win, win, win. November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country, and you will be so proud that you cast your vote the way you did. And together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy.
Yeah, he's about to
again.
lose his voice. His voice is about to go.
We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. It's going to be so strong. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much, North Carolina. And God bless you all. God bless you. Go and vote. Thank you, Mike. Right. Very happy. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
He's already dancing. Look at him.
you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you want to be? I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can help you today. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Okay, so Trump closing out his North Carolina rally. I don't know if that's his second of the day. It might be his second rally of 4 today. He is getting tired. He's 100% getting tired, and his voice is about to go. I hope he can make it through the next couple of rallies. I mean, it doesn't seem like his voice is definitely struggling, but he's still dancing. He's definitely got high energy, but he's clearly tired. So that's the second. Okay, so it's 4 tomorrow. Okay, 4 tomorrow. I'm sorry. So 3 today. He's got 3 today. So this is the second of 3, and then 4 tomorrow. I don't know if his voice is going to hold up for 4 tomorrow. That is a lot. Holy shit. Jeff K becomes a new member. Thank you. Kira says we need a Hulk Trump dance emoji. You heard that, Krista. I don't know if we have any available, but we will see. But yeah, great stuff right there from President Trump. As everybody's rolling in here, welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199. We are live on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitter, and Locals. So wherever you choose to check us out, we appreciate that. And I got to say, every single day, you guys blow my mind on how much you support this show. And so this is obviously the biggest election of our lifetime. And we've kind of been monitoring this. Laughing Man always yells at me if I don't check it. So I have the updated numbers. So, of course, last month in the entire United States of America, this channel finished second in the entire United States to Tim Pool. Was it Tim Pool? No. It was Tom Grossi, a sports or a football reporter. So yesterday we started out pretty damn strong, ladies and gentlemen. Number one in the country. So there we are. A good start to the month right there. Already firing on all cylinders, leading into Election Day. And let's see here. Looking at that. Okay, good right there. We got Trump dancing emojis going on over on our Locals chat right now. So number one in the United States of America, starting out the month strong. So we'll see if that continues. But let's get into it right now. The mainstream media is in an absolute meltdown right now. Now, listen, my mindset has not changed at all. You have to vote like your life depends on it. You have to get your friends, your family, your colleagues, whatever. You need to get them to vote because our lives do depend on it. The future of this country depends on it. The freedom of Elon Musk depends on it. The freedom of free speech depends on it. You know, me having this show depends on it. You having your opportunity to have your voice depends on it. So we have to operate from that mindset, and we cannot get complacent and we cannot get comfortable. We cannot let that happen. With that said, the mainstream media is running a lot of bullshit right now. And these betting sites like Polymarket and is it Kalshi or whatever, they are dumping money out there for people to promote them. And the betting market shit is just nonsense. People are paying attention to it like it's the gospel. You've got these insane polls out there that are really driving people like crazy, thinking that Kamala Harris has a chance in historically red states. I have a theory on this whole entire situation. And my theory is, and I think I'm right about this, Donald Trump is absolutely dominating right now. Early voting numbers are through the roof right now. Republicans are looking unbelievably good everywhere, and they are running far ahead of expectations in all of the key areas. And the Democrats are panicking right now. And so the idea is, I don't think this is about the election, what they're doing right now, the mainstream media. I think this is post-election, what they're working on right now. They are already laying the groundwork for their post-election bullshit. Because the whole idea here is again, my prediction, my assumption here is that the media understands that Trump is going to win, and they're panicking because they can't actually put the narrative out there that Donald Trump is actually looking this good, because that would destroy everything that they have said for the past 9 years. They can't just say like, Americans love Donald Trump, and Americans are showing up big time for Donald Trump, and this is going to be a historic win for him. They can't say that because that destroys 9 years of lies and bullshit that they have been spreading. So their idea is to make you believe that this is actually a close election, to make you believe that Donald Trump is not as popular or as beloved as he is, and to make you believe that Kamala Harris is actually a legitimate candidate. But the reality is the data is saying complete otherwise, but they can't admit that. But once Donald Trump is elected in 2 days, complete chaos will follow. This is not just going to be like, Trump won. Oh, well, guys, let's fall in line and just support him and let's do it for the betterment of the country. That is not going to happen. It's not even remotely close to that. Not going to happen. They are going to spend November through January destroying this country, destroying everything to make it more difficult for Trump. Also, I'm not sure what the Democrats are going to pull, because you can't build a guy up for 9 years as being Hitler and then suddenly, hey guys, by the way, he won, so we're all just going to support him. That's not going to happen. So my theory is that the map is potentially going to look something like this right here. I think that this is what you're looking at. This, to me, seems like potentially the most accurate map right here. Trump 312, Harris 226. Trump takes Pennsylvania. Trump takes Michigan, Wisconsin, and takes it home with 312. That to me is what the most likely is, but it doesn't work if people don't go out and vote. And people have to stay the course. Stay in line. Don't think that your vote doesn't count, because it absolutely does. And it matters more than you can possibly imagine. And that's just the truth of the matter right there. But this to me is the most realistic scenario that we're going to have in 2 days. And even still, I mean, you can take Michigan and Wisconsin away from that, and he still is going to win. So that to me, we'll see what happens. But this is why I think that the media and all of that, I think this is why they are losing their minds right now, because they can't really comprehend what's happening, and they can't just honestly report on what's happening either. Now, we'll see. Ultimately, There's a long way to go. 2 days is an eternity in the world of politics. Mike is cutting out. Oh, please don't tell me you're trolling me. You might be trolling me. And if you are, I respect it. I respect it. And PA, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Yes, if you look at the data. Now, there are some, and I'll be fair that there's some that are bringing it in a little bit lower than that. So let me show you this one. Some of the predictions are saying that it's going to be somewhere in this ballpark, right here. Is this it? Yes, some predictions are saying this right here. Some predictions are putting it at 287 Republican and 251 Democrat. That would give Harris Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. Trump takes Pennsylvania. Trump takes Georgia. Trump takes North Carolina. And that brings it home at 287. So just wanted to say that that's part of it. That is part of it. But ultimately, if you look at the polls and if you look at the early voting, even if you look at the media doesn't want to sit there and say that Trump is looking good. So essentially their default is that it's a toss-up and it's a dead heat. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. And historically, we have seen that Trump always overperforms what the polls are saying. Always, because Trump voters do not want to give you any information whatsoever. Trump voters reject that bullshit. Trump voters don't want to talk to pollsters because they don't believe in this bullshit at all. So if the mainstream media is reporting that the popular vote is at a dead heat, that means Harris is fucked. Now, what else goes into this? Saturday Night Live point blank said they were not going to have either candidate on. Guess what happens last night? Saturday Night Live brings Kamala Harris in, and I'll be honest with you, I have not watched it, and I can't watch it. I can't bring myself to watch it, but it does show desperation. Having Lady Gaga show up with Harris is desperation. Having J-Lo show up is desperation. Will Ferrell just made a video basically saying that if Harris doesn't win, we're going to hold you accountable. Hey, Hollywood, hold me accountable. Blame me for when Trump wins. I will own it. All of us will own it. Every single American that voted for Donald Trump will gladly allow you to blame us for Trump winning. Bring it on. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that particular tweet in my bookmarks, and I'll show you guys. We don't care what Hollywood thinks. Okay, we just don't. Yeah, here it is right here. Right here. Here we go.
I'm just one person? No. Shut the up, Gary. Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary. Don't forget to vote, Gary.
So I guess they're calling out Gary. They're calling out Nerdrotic. Okay? They're calling out Gary. Please hold us responsible. Please hold us responsible. We hope you do. And we will own it gladly. Okay. Also, I want to remind everyone. If you're questioning if you should go stand in line for a few hours and vote for President Trump, I want to remind you, these people vote.
Right now, I feel. What do you feel? What did they try to take?
Yikes. Yeah. So go stand in line and do whatever you gotta do. Okay. Do that, please. because that was terrifying. Now, this is the CEO of Atlas Intel. Says that if white males turn out for Trump on election day, he will win Pennsylvania and potentially the rest of the Rust Belt states. This is the, again, I know we dismiss polls and everything like that, but this is the most accurate polling from 2020. And this is the CEO right here.
The Trump campaign so far, where they've been trying to reach out to Black and Latino voters, but they seem to always end up coming back to their more traditional base. And so I think what we're seeing here, and even this lead here, is a lot of people are dissatisfied with the Biden administration, and Kamala perhaps hasn't been able to distance herself from that. And so some people here are leaning for Trump. But in terms of the campaign message, we've seen that time and again, where Trump sort of keeps coming back to this base, right? Into this idea, more to his more traditional base than this consistent, maybe reaching out to Black and Latino voters.
At the end of the day, what really makes a difference in the swing states, what will really make a difference on Tuesday, in my opinion, a place like Pennsylvania, will Puerto Ricans there be important? Of course. But even more so, it will be the white turnout mobilization. So, if white males really turn out for Trump on Tuesday, he can carry out Pennsylvania. And I think, the whole garbage truck scene and whatever we're seeing in terms of efforts to mobilize voters in this phase of the campaign, it kind of makes sense. From a strategic perspective, this is what he needs. He needs to mobilize voters on election day in the Rust Belt states. This is what will make the difference between him winning or losing.
Yeah.
Now, another thing to add to that is to show that I think that the Harris campaign is truly in desperation because of their internals. I think that the fact that she is now rallying, I think correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I do believe that her final 3 rallies are all going to be in Pennsylvania. All of the attention of the Harris campaign is going to be in Pennsylvania. Every single bit of that. Whereas Trump's final campaign is in Michigan. That speaks volumes right there. So they clearly understand. They clearly understand that things are not looking good. Okay. Just in Pennsylvania mail-in voting update, Republicans have closed the return rate gap again, now trailing Democrats by just 0.87 points after trailing them by 8 points in 2020. Long story short, we are nearly at the end of the slow Democratic firewall growth, and it's way lower than Democrats would like it, dwindling nearly 20 points from 2020. This is something we're seeing in almost all of the swing states. None of it is going in the direction that the Democrats want it to. None of it. And that's the reality of the situation. Dave Chandler for 20 says the reasons everyone on our side has to vote is because the narrower the electoral and the popular vote margin is, the more the woke will dispute the vote. They will anyway, even so. So we need a Trump slide to button this up. Absolutely 100%. Well said. Dirty Jersey says PA has me nervous and I live here. I understand completely. I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous because I don't know exactly what the plan is moving. Like, what is their reaction going to be to all of this? That's what worries me. How are they going to handle it? So my gut feeling is, and I'll recap this one more time. My gut feeling is that the internals for each campaign are much worse than the Democrats are wanting you to believe. And I think that to be fair, they're probably much better than the Trump campaign wants you to believe for them, because they're trying to downplay it, because they should be trying to downplay it, because they want to get as many people to go out there and vote, because no one can get complacent about this. And so that's why you see the mainstream media taking every opportunity they can to go after Trump and twist and manipulate everything that he's trying to say right now. That's why you're seeing all of these crazy polls and all this nonsense. As a matter of fact, I've got a video that I wanted to check out from Rasmussen right here. Here we go. Let's check this out right here.
Was done until election day.
Yeah, so there's this Iowa poll that they dropped, and the media has went crazy. It was one publication, one pollster dropped this Iowa poll, and the psyops were just absolutely out of control.
Except when a polling topic blows up overnight and makes it to number one on Twitter trending, there's probably some information that you need to know. So I'm going to school you about the latest topic that the left is grasping at straws over, and that is the state of Iowa. But before we go there, if you're interested in my outlook on the race, I just did a video on it.
I saw a super comment. John, what's up, John Underwood? Jeremy, even if Trump wins, do you think they will try to invoke the 14th Amendment because of J6? I think that they've tried every single thing they can up to this point. And I think that they know that they don't actually have any substance behind it. But the idea was, and it's just like anything else, okay? Donald Trump says this at rallies because he's transparent. I've said this on streams. Other companies won't admit that this is what they do, but they float things out there. So, like, for instance, a lot of our memes that drive our community, a lot of our memes are driven by the audience. You guys pick up on something, you talk about it in the chat, I see it in the chat, and then I recognize that it's connecting with the audience, and so therefore we kind of put a little momentum behind it, yada, yada, yada. Trump does this at his rallies all the time. He listens to what the people respond to, and then he moves forward with it, okay? Hollywood does this shit all the time. Rumors from anonymous sources are always floating out there. How the hell do you think that stuff gets out there? A lot of that time it's Hollywood floating information just so they can get a kind of feel for how the audience responds to it. They want to see if are we going to get a positive reaction to this or a negative reaction, blah, 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 blah. Okay. They have floated out all of these accusations against Trump to see if something could actually stick. Can we actually push forward and get rid of this guy? And everything they have thrown out there has backfired on them every step of the way. Every accusation, every arrest, the raiding of Mar-a-Lago, everything has backfired on them. So they don't have any substance at all, and they know that. And they can't get away with it because they don't have the public support. They can make you believe that they have it, but the reality of it is the numbers don't support that. So that's why too big to rig, winning the popular vote, winning the electoral college puts all that bullshit to rest. That's why it's so important. So do I think that they'll try some shit? Absolutely, but they don't have enough meat on the bone to push forward.
Talked about maps. And this one is updated and corrected. This is our outlook based on our state polling with toss-ups, only any race that's between plus or minus 1 point. And why I'm showing you this is because inadvertently we showed Utah blue, which is absolutely not the case. Actually, it should probably be bright red there. But if anybody here has used 270 to win, you know how an errant click can ruin your day. And so, listen, Donald Trump's probably going to get 297 electoral votes, not the 291 we said last time, based on this. But if the results are a point or two to the right of our polls, and I think they will be, it's very possible and likely that Donald Trump picks up New Hampshire and Michigan and maybe even Virginia. What would that look like? 329. Interesting. I think that there's a chance that happens.
Oof.
So let's talk about Iowa. And this is the Des Moines Register, who polls with a woman named Ann Seltzer, who everybody in the industry worships because I guess apparently Iowa is a pretty tough state to poll. And she's done a pretty good job in the past. I think she actually nailed the last two elections within a point or two. Iowa poll, Kamala Harris leapfrogs Donald Trump to take the lead near Election Day. Here's how. Now, listen, Everybody knew this poll was coming. Apparently, it leaked in Democrat circles, and they were passing it around.
Ninja Midget says, Jeremy, I work for Turning Point here in Wisconsin. We are out every day between now and November 5th. Went to Milwaukee rally, and Trump has some serious energy. Wisconsin will absolutely go for Trump. That's what we like to hear. Boots on the ground, positive information, positive feedback. Love hearing that. Turning Point's out there doing great work. Love to hear that. Boots on the ground information. Hell yeah, let's go. Thank you for the super chat.
Like the latest fresh hopium hit. And a little bit of context, there have been problems with this pollster this year. Apparently, in June, she ran a poll after the debate that showed Donald Trump beating Joe Biden in Iowa by 18 points, which is like basically almost a 10-point move to the right since 2020. A massive shift. But what was interesting is she didn't publish it until, in my understanding, Rich Barris found out about the poll. And it was a huge embarrassment. But now...
And a lot of you have told me about Rich Barris, the People's Pundit, and he does really good work as well. He kind of gets through all the bullshit with a lot of this and kind of gives you like the straightforward answers. So I really like him a lot, and I've been checking out his content as well.
She puts out a poll with Harris somehow inexplicably leading in Iowa by 3 points, and that is just incredible because it represents a 21-point move to the left, something that we haven't seen in any single state. And like, listen, the Democrats didn't make a visit to Iowa. I don't think there's been any ad spend in Iowa. And in fact, we don't even know what Iowans think about Kamala Harris because when she ran for president in 2020, she didn't even make it to the Iowa caucus. So anyways, a lot is going around Twitter about this stupid poll. The same poll had Trump leading Biden 18 points in June, an unbelievable 21-point swing. But Colin, I mean, many people are just blatantly seeing through this. I said this exact quote 2 days ago. I am seeing a coordinated left-wing operation claiming there is momentum shift towards Harris.
That's what it is.
I've seen this on X, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and you are now seeing it in the media. Yeah, they got nothing left. They really needed to hit this weekend news cycle hard. I'm not going to go watch George Stephanopoulos, but I guarantee you right now, him and all his cronies on all the mainstream media outlets are talking about her stunning and brave comeback. They're creating a narrative that Kamala Harris is seeing a surprising surge in support. This is only to discourage right-wingers from voting. They do this every election, and they're doing it now, just like the doom phase that Rich Barris talked about. And they really are, I mean, clinging to this. Look, this is Ann Seltzer's Twitter, and she literally just corrected.
And by the way, just to show you the type of bullshit that's going on, these are the types of headlines we're getting right now. Donald Trump says he's fine if someone shoots fake news media at rally. 100% taken out of context. This is what they're doing, man. The meltdown from the media is out of fucking control. They hate him so much. Good Lord, the media is the enemy of the people. That is the fact of the matter right there.
Corrected her spelling on a tweet here that one of the polling accounts put up. And it's got 31,000 blue anon likes. Well, this is funny. Happy retirement. Now, if you want to know more about the details of this poll, I don't want to make a super long video. Our friend Seth Keschel has done a really good type up that just came out this morning. You should go to his Substack and read it. And what's also fascinating is, like, nobody has polled Iowa this cycle at all. But on the very same day, hours before the legendary Ann Seltzer drops her poll, Emerson came out showing Trump plus 10. Now, in my opinion, Emerson's pretty good. I think that they hurt a little bit. I think they probably err a little bit to the left. If I polled Iowa, and listen, I'd love to, but there's just not enough time. I'm pretty sure I'd find a Trump plus 10 or 12. Actually, I don't know. In my safe Republican states like Ohio and Texas, I have been getting lefter results than some other people. I have Ohio at Trump plus 7. I think he's going to do way better than that. But my point is, when an entire country moves right, one random right state is not going to move left massively.
Exactly.
I mean, a Harris +3. And you're going to see a lot of people talk about margin of errors here too. I mean, there's just no way. There's no way this is real. But let's talk about the national polling, which I mentioned. And we didn't really.
Seriously, the fact that Trump is running neck and neck with Harris in the national polling, even from the mainstream media, even the mainstream media is admitting this, that he's running neck and neck with them. Insane that they're even admitting that much. Because the reality of it is everybody knows that historically Trump and his polling of his voters, he always overperforms. So if they're saying that right now that the popular vote is running neck and neck, it's a dead heat, that is a huge net positive for Trump.
We go into it much last time, but what is fascinating is it's still Trump leading, and a lot of final calls are dropping. Some of these people have done massive and complete round trips. We looked at NBC before that went from Harris +5 back to tied. New York Times, Siena, their national number, their last national number was tie. Rasmussen reports we're at 2, but everybody knows our final call is 3. They haven't updated it yet. Forbes Harris X, this is actually, they had Trump +2. Now they're jerking back to Harris +2. They probably wanted to show a Harris lead and figured it would cancel out. And so, I mean, this is basically a tie too. Morning Consult narrowed a point to 2. They're coming to the right. They're usually like, they were like Biden +50 back in 2020. So really ABC News Ipsos is the one that's farthest out at Harris +3. I'm pretty sure if we looked at their crosstabs, we would find some wacky stuff. Yeah, look, okay. Trump supporters are extremely dissatisfied with the candidates. That is not the case. I only have 20 to 30% of Trump supporters actually holding their nose to vote Trump. This is a really big sign.
That's insane.
I will say the Harris supporters look a little bit more dissatisfied as well than I would have expected. But here, look. Here, look at this favorability numbers. In almost every single one of my polls, Harris and Trump in the battlegrounds have almost exact favorability. Same thing. And nationally, actually, Donald Trump leads Harris a little bit. They have Harris at a net favorability of 0. They have Trump underwater 20. What?
Absolutely
23
insane.
points. Literally, their sample hates Trump.
Somebody said, what do you think of the voter fraud? I think it's 100% going to happen. There's no doubt about that. It's a matter of overwhelming it with too big to rig. Rinsler says trash for 20. That's all he says. He just says trash for 20. That's it. That's all he says. Let's see. We've got Mac Jerry says praying and hoping from Ireland that they are keeping an eye on the cheating Democrats on election night and they are more vigilant against them loading fake ballots again. Absolutely. Brad Mann says, let's go Buffalo. 2 days till New York goes red. Remember Peanut. I need to dial back your expectations for that. Personally, anyway, and I'm no expert, but I don't think there's a chance in hell that New York goes red. However, I do think that New York can be far more competitive than anyone imagined, but I don't think New York is going red at all. Look, I would love to be wrong, but I just do not think that that's going to happen. Gay Carpenter says, I have steel-toed boots for the Antifa brown shirts that will soon crawl out from under their rock after being mobilized by George Soros. Yep. Linko Kenobi Delta Entertainment for 20 says, what's up, Jeremy? Did you read an article about Disney is worried about the election results? It's on Park Place website. Spoke about it this morning. Anyways, Trump 2024, 199 MAGA, LFG, get out and vote. I did hear about this story. I'm planning on checking that one out for sure. But yes, prove me wrong in New York. Lord knows, man, if there's a chance in hell that New York goes red, then it's over. But I'm trying to be as realistic as possible that I don't think that that's actually going to happen. Zevin Cross says, how much money do we need to throw at you to get the dark goth MAGA emoji, Jeremy, homie? That will be so sick. Krista, do we have any spots open for emojis so we can get the goth MAGA hat. I don't know if we have enough spots available. So Crystal will have to inform everyone if we have spots available or not.
And only 37% think that Trump has the temperament to serve effectively. They're using this Ipsos panel, which has shown itself time and time again this cycle to be absolutely Trump deranged. But going back, Emerson shows a tie right in line with New York Times. Tip's been all over the place. It's a tracking poll. This looks like a final call. Trump +1. They were really accurate last time. I know their methodology changed. I know it's online only now. I know it's a little bit to the left. Maybe Donald Trump wins the national popular vote by 2 or 3 points, like we're saying, maybe even more. And NBC News, yeah, look at this. They were at Harris +5, and now they're back to 2 polls in a row that showed the race tied. Look, here's the Reuters round.
When NBC is telling you the race is tied, you know shit is bad. Like, you know it's bad at that point. If NBC of all places, they have major TDS at NBC, and if they're saying that it's tied, yeah.
I just can't. I mean, look at this. Trump +1 to Harris +6, back to Harris +1. What is Morning Consult? Oh, my word. Trump +1 to Harris +6, now to Harris +2. I wonder if this really is their final call. Maybe they'll squeak out one more national number. Really be funny to watch it be like a tie. But here are the latest numbers for the battlegrounds. And this still all looks really great for Trump because, as we've talked about time and time again, look, the national popular vote, at the very least, call it tie. The battlegrounds should be 4 to 5 points to the right of that. And so all of this is a miss to the left, as it's been time and time again with Trump on the ballot. But Michigan, this was up to almost Harris +1. Now it's back to Harris and a half. I think a lot of people are putting out final polls. And what's interesting is you can.
So again, you have to reiterate the point that a lot of people have made, but a point that I make and a point that obviously others have. It's crazy to say that it's not just about Donald Trump, because usually it's always just about Donald Trump. But this is not just about Donald Trump. Elon Musk is on the ballot. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is on the ballot. Tulsi Gabbard, Vivek, J.D. Vance. The list goes on and on. It's a MAGA dream team is what it is. It's a MAGA dream team. This is like one of the greatest. This is the greatest political team we've ever seen. This is the 1992 dream team. And it's an unstoppable force right now that Trump has. And I know we may have some new people watching that haven't watched before, and I'll reiterate another point that I have made. Do not get and stay upset about 2020, because without 2020, we would not be standing here today. We would be at the end of the Trump presidency if 2020 would have went the way a lot of people wanted it to go. But instead, we are getting ready for the beginning of a Trump presidency that we would have never gotten in 2020, and certainly not in 2016. And Donald Trump is far more polished. He's got a lot more experience. He's a lot more understanding of the political climate, and he's got incredibly smart people backing him up as he walks into this White House, hopefully in 2 days. Well, he won't walk into the White House then, but he'll be president-elect in 2 days. So 2020 needed to happen in order to get to where we are now, which again, 2016 was a new hope. Donald Trump was a new hope. 2020 was the Empire Strikes Back. 2024 is Return of the MAGA King. That's where we are right now.
Look and see what they are. Like New York Times, Siena has Arizona at Trump +4. But if you went and looked at every single one of these states, what you'd see is that if you average them out, it's basically exactly a tie. And they pick states for Harris that kind of, Michigan, okay, that's a tie. But then they're going to say like North Carolina.
Thank you, Sally.
Goes to Harris. So it all kind of cancels out. I think they're trying to basically just get a 0 polling error while still showing that Harris can win it. What is crazy is that in the full field, Trump actually wins, but in the head-to-head, Harris wins, I think by 1 point in either direction. So they're basically putting out exactly tied. And many other final call state sets are doing the exact same thing. Not Atlas Intel and not us, but everybody else is doing their best, tripping over themselves to show that this race is tied. And as we've talked about before, too close to call is media speak for Trump is winning. Now we can talk about why that is. Maybe it's because they get better ratings if they show that they're racist.
He's the head pollster for Rasmussen, and he just said it. Too close to call is them essentially saying Trump. One more time, we got to hear that one. Thank you, Movie Times Today. Here we go.
Is doing their best, tripping over themselves to show that this race is tied. And as we've talked about before, too close to call is media speak for Trump is winning. Now we can talk about why that is. Maybe it's because they get better ratings if they show that the race is neck and neck. Maybe it's
Rob, you need to add another letter to 2. I know you're retarded because you're a Trump hater, but if you're going to criticize Trump in my comment section, that's perfectly fine. Make sure you spell properly and not be a fucking retard. Understand? I know you're emotionally typing right now. I know your hands are shaking because like Trump is winning. You know what I mean? You know, he's like, oh my God, I've got to type something. I know, but just calm down, bro. It's going to be okay. All right? It's going to be okay.
Because their desperate viewers can't stand the cognitive dissonance of a world where Trump wins. Maybe they're shilling for Democrats. I really don't know, but it's absolutely crazy. And what is fact?
Here, I'm going to type like a Rob. Rob's like, Trump he's so old. He's too old. That's how it's just hands are just shivering the whole time.
Fascinating, as we're talking about New York Times, is this little topic here. Now, Nate Cohn's been talking a lot, and we went into his opinions about the recalled vote and how they differ from ours and how we're using it and how it sandbags Trump support in our polling. If I took the recalled vote off, Donald Trump would be winning our national numbers by 5. I just tested it. It's crazy. New York Times pollster Nate Cohn announces white Republicans were not answering their polls nearly as much as Democrats and say the polling miss could be similar to 2020, which would be massive, 3 to 4 points to the left, meaning that Donald Trump, according to the New York Times, gets a +3 on the national popular vote and sweeps every single swing state, just like we said. 4 years ago, the polls were thought to underestimate Mr. Trump because of non-response bias, in which his supporters were less likely to take surveys than demographically similar bias.
That is why Trump voters are so badass, because they're like, I'm not talking to you. Seriously. Okay, there's 4,000 people here on YouTube. We got another 500 on Rumble. We got people on Locals and Twitter and Kick. How many of you have actually been approached by a pollster for a political campaign? I've never in my life had any interaction with the pollster. Never. Who are these people? I've never been talked to. No one's ever talked to me. It's crazy. And not only that, I'm not sure I've ever met a person that has been approached by a pollster. It's the craziest shit ever.
Supporters. It's hard to measure non-response bias. After all, we couldn't reach these demographically similar voters. But one measure I track from time to time is the proportion of who responds to a survey.
I don't know if Rob Johnson's here, but I want to clarify, Rob, I didn't ask if a poll has approached your face, because we know you as a Harris voter, you've had a lot of polls interacting with your face. I was talking about pollsters. Don't get too excited.
Across these final polls, white Democrats were 16% likelier to respond than white Republicans. And I've been talking about this in the videos. It's one of the reasons I've said that my last set of state polls was really tough, because the mix of the panel has just changed and a lot of Republicans dropped out of the polls. The most likely reason is they already voted, and the only people answering are the ones that are trying to put out positive headlines for Harris. But on average, I'm really happy with our state polling. I think it's right, although I do think it underestimates all the low propensity voters that are breaking for Trump bigger than they ever have, and also the massive turnout disparity that we're starting to see in early voting returns. But here it is. Rich hooking me up with the props. How many times did we say all last week that Republicans were no longer talking to pollsters? But that's not what Mr. New York Times was saying. Now he drops polls giving Harris supporters hope, with the caveat that he thinks he's wrong because Rich and I were right. I love it. I responded with a Dancy Trolley guy. And speaking of Nate,
I love how I love how he's sitting here. Basically, his videos or streams are essentially the way mine are. If it wasn't for Twitter, thank God for Elon Musk. Like, seriously, that is such a big piece of this puzzle that nobody realizes. The Elon Musk factor. We will look back on this election and this point in American history. And while obviously Trump is the guy, Trump is the man, Trump is Trump, and nobody can out Trump. Elon Musk, history will look back on Elon Musk as probably the single most important figure of all of this because of what he did. The richest man in the world decided to plunge his hands into the filth, buy Twitter, fundamentally shift the entire narrative of how social media companies are operated, and now fully put his support behind Donald Trump. We can never fully appreciate just how important Elon Musk is to all of this. And I, as a person that's been following this for a while, and I will reference when I go back 2 years ago where I was really upset that Elon and Trump were not on the same page. And I said, like, in order for us to get the way where we need to go, these guys need to get on the same page. I never in a million years would have imagined that Elon Musk would basically become Donald Trump's biggest fan. It's crazy. So now you have Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, one of the most historically significant people of our lifetimes. And now his entire future is tied to what happens in 2 days. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. But that's the reality of where we are.
Here's Nate Silver, another person putting out an exactly tied race. This has been crazy. I kind of joked that this has really been tracking which of Nate's personalities is in control at the moment. But I think he's going to finish out at exactly 50-50. And the polls, I don't think, say this at all. Like, literally, New York Times, which is 538's number one rated pollster, came out and said that the polls are probably going to miss again to the left and understate Trump support. Yep. Nate Silver. All that time and money his newsletter followers have spent.
Has Nate Silver ever been right about an election? And I'm genuinely asking, I don't know that. He may have been like spot on until Trump or whatever, but like, has this guy ever been right? Why do people listen to this guy? Every time I hear people talk about Nate Silver, he's wrong. Why does he always get referenced? Why is he always like, it's like he's the standard for these guys. It's crazy, man. Like 2012, so he was right. So one election, the guy was right. Like, why is he like the standard? They always reference 538. Always. It blows my mind.
Reading all of these words about the polling industry, and it all comes down to a coin flip.
Soros money.
Speaking of coin flips, here is the betting market. And I've been talking about this because it's a pretty fascinating novelty. I do think in certain circumstances, it can show a response to situations. Like if we actually look back at a month ago, I think somewhere around here, this is when the Nazi stuff broke. And it actually did move the betting market for like a day or two, and then it immediately disappeared. But look, even though the pollsters are breaking right, Donald Trump's odds of winning in the betting market are inexorably dwindling in a very controlled manner.
Very controlled.
Now, I do have to make an apology because
it's a very controlled manner. Again, I was reached out to by one of these betting market companies about they wanted to sponsor me, to sponsor this show. And I thought it was a scam when they reached out to me. And I'm like, I didn't even respond to it. And then the person followed up. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, what are you thinking? And then they kept throwing some stuff around like, oh, we're going to introduce you. The CEO wants to meet you, shit like that. I just stopped responding because it's like, I don't even know what the play is there, but they're clearly pushing money out there. And this kind of, it appeared to be an organic kind of thing with Polymarket being referenced and Kalshi being referenced, but in reality, no, it wasn't. It was 100% them throwing money at people that were talking about. And I watched some of these guys, like some of these election breakdown channels, and they all stop their video to give you a little sponsorship from one of these fucking betting marketplaces. So the betting market is all like, Kamala has more billionaires backing her than Trump. Billionaires can 100% manipulate the betting market with pocket change for them. And that's what we're seeing.
Because I didn't interpret this correctly in the past, but it says that there's been $3 billion of volume in this one particular market. Now, I asked Polymarket for clarification. They didn't get back to me. But what I now think this really is the total notional value of all the trades. Meaning that if I, bought $10 for Trump and then sold $9, it would show up as 19 when the carrying value is only $1. So I actually looked at a period of time. You can actually look at the activity of the trades. I sorted by $10,000 and downloaded 6 hours of results, a period in which the betting market contracted 8 points for Trump. And I found the net flows driving that 8-point movement was only $625,000. So I really do think it is possible for this to be manipulated by a relatively small amount of money.
Yes.
And if you look at the state numbers,
and if you look at what that has done, because demoralization is what they want to do to you right now. They want to demoralize you. If you're a Trump voter, if you're on the fence and you're kind of thinking towards Trump, they are trying to get those people that are on the fence. When they see that the betting market is collapsing, they're trying to get you to go, well, he's probably not going to win, so why should I go out there and vote? Or maybe you're one of these people that have been black-pilled and you think that the system is so corrupt that they're going to cheat anyway, so what's the point in me going out there and voting? That's what that is all designed to do. And it's working, by the way, in some capacity. It's 100% working. No doubt about that.
I mean, Donald Trump's doing pretty well in the polling in Wisconsin, but it has Harris up by 18 points here. Michigan's tied. It's got Harris up 18 points here. That's pretty peculiar. They're both the same. I mean, the news has been bad for Harris out of these states. Rashida Tlaib refused to endorse Harris, and you had a major Somali leader come out and endorse Trump. So I guess I would say stop paying attention to this. It looks like, as Colin would say, it's part of the coordinated PSYOP effort to make it look like Kamala Harris has come from behind momentum. And I do not think she does. At this point, any momentum she has in the polls is because over half the country has voted already and Republicans are done. And all that's left in the panels is people who just want to drive a positive Harris narrative, just like all the people simping after Ann Seltzer right now. And, you could probably find other ways to validate my theories. I just went to Google Trends, and as the quartering would say, desperation is a stinky cologne, but this is where we're at. Searches for Epstein in the last day or two have skyrocketed off the charts. Everybody's just super interested in Jeffrey Epstein all of a sudden. There's probably a lot of other stuff out there that you could.
That's very interesting right there. That's very interesting.
Point to. I'd love to see your thoughts on Twitter. Come follow me at Mark_R_Mitchell. As you see, we like to have a lot of fun there. And finally, one other point. We've been talking about Mark Halperin some, and he came out and said, listen, Donald Trump is crushing it in the Sun Belt based on information he's gotten from his sources. And based on bipartisan sources, he thinks that Donald Trump is strongly favored in Wisconsin. And of course, if that happens, unless she picks up some really safe Republican states, it's a lock. There's no way. And he doesn't, he's not the end all be all, but he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot about politics, and he is making an assessment that based on his sources, Donald Trump is winning these things. But he's also said that he is very concerned about the mental health of America. And I agree with him. As you know, from following us, we've been closely tracking the level of possible violence in America. But here's one more thing, and this is dark. But if you go to Google Trends and just look for the term suicide, it was very high. This spike here was exactly January 1st, 2016. I can tell you that the country is way more divided. There's way more gaslighting. There's way more cognitive dissonance. The news is reaching ridiculous levels. As we know, 3/4 of
I would agree with that. The country is much more divided and attention is at a much higher place. But do you know what else? And listen, this is going to be difficult for me because I don't like saying what I'm going to say, but the truth is the truth. Hillary Clinton is this is crazy. I'm about to say this. Hillary Clinton is far more likable and far more credible than Kamala Harris ever thought about being. That's just a fact. And Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump is now in a significantly better position in 2024 than he was in 2016. And he defeated Hillary. What do you think he's going to do against Harris with Elon and RFK and JD Vance and Tulsi and everybody else, all these wrestlers, all these celebrities that are coming out for Trump? There's just no legitimate, logical way that Harris beats Trump. There's just none. I hate Hillary Clinton. But from a normie standpoint, from a voter standpoint, from a person that maybe didn't like Trump or whatever, Hillary Clinton worked in government, worked at the highest levels, was a name that everyone knew, that everyone connected with, and she is a far more politically savvy individual than Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is the worst candidate we have ever seen. Like, seriously, you can't pick a worse candidate. Look at what happened in the primary. She couldn't even make it to Iowa. She's the worst candidate that's ever been in this position. Not even close. She's stupid. She's unlikable. She's cringy. She's accomplished nothing. So there's just no fucking way that you're going to make me believe that this clown has a shot against Trump. It's not going to happen. So, but she's diverse. That's right. I saw you in the chat. Who said that? Philip H. But she is diverse, and diversity is our strength, apparently. That's a really good breakdown. Let me so that kind of follows back to my point here that I think that there's a good chance that this is what we're looking at. I really do. But it doesn't get there unless every single person goes and votes. Vote, 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 vote. Stand in line. Don't give up. Don't back down. Pretend that we're down 28-3 because your vote matters. Every vote matters. The popular vote matters. Trump needs to win the popular vote. He needs to win the Electoral College. He needs to win in a landslide. There needs to be nothing left on the table because the more ammunition they have, the more they're going to use. So the whole point is to make sure they don't have that ammo. Don't give them anything. They've already done all of this to Donald Trump, raided his house in Mar-a-Lago, arrested him multiple times, indicted him. They've arrested his business partners. They've arrested people from his campaign. They've targeted his family. They've targeted his businesses. They've shot at him. They've done everything in their power. They've tried to assassinate him multiple times, and he's still here 2 days away from the greatest political comeback in the history of the country. Are you going to sit around and not support that? Big fucking mistake. Go vote for this man. Support this man. It's the greatest comeback of all time. And once he does win in 2 days, it will be the great, like, I'm telling you, 100 years, 200 years from now, people are going to look back on the story of Donald Trump and they're going to be like, there's no way that this happened the way that history says. There's no way that this actually happened. You know, like how we look back on things in history and we think about like, wow, is that really how it played out? Man, how it would have been to live through that time, to experience that. We're experiencing it right now. The greatest story in political history is happening right now. And the conclusion is in 2 days. 2 days is the conclusion. And we're almost there. I would sing a little bit of Living on a Prayer for Gary. We're halfway there. Living on a Prayer. but we're not halfway there. We're past halfway there. So this is, again, I think this is probably the most realistic scenario, but there is another one out there, just so we're giving full disclosure of everything. This one right here has 287 to 251. So this gives Michigan and Wisconsin. This gives Michigan and Wisconsin over to the Democrats. And obviously on this map right here, Pennsylvania is the that's the final battleground right there. Now, as I said, with Pennsylvania, her final 3 rallies are in Pennsylvania. Trump's final rally is in Michigan. So that should tell you the confidence of Team Trump versus the confidence of Team Harris, with her bringing, I think Lady Gaga is going to be with her on her final day in Pennsylvania as well, showing pure desperation. You know, Donald Trump doesn't have to bring celebrities to his rallies. You know why? Because Donald Trump is the celebrity. He is the celebrity. He doesn't have to bring Hollywood celebrities to his rallies to get people to show up, because he is the celebrity. So to me, it comes off as an act of desperation for sure from the Harris campaign. Let's see where we're at. We've got Gremlin for 20 says, Jeremy react to Trump hog from Flash Gets. It's hilarious, making fun of Sonic the Hedgehog. Do it now. Do it now. Here, go Bills. Good game, though. It was a good game. Tua's played fantastic, so I'm happy that he's playing good. You're the second person that's mentioned this video to me, so I will get Eric K, if you can put it in our chat, and I'll check it here in a bit. Kira for 20 says, I love how much Elon and Trump are super fans of each other. It's wild, isn't it? I mean, we had this today. Trump was, let's see, is that the one right there? Let's see. Trump actually talked about Elon's mom today, and Elon's mom retweeted it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go right here. So here's Trump talking about May Musk right here. Here we go.
But Elon, what they do is so sad. But Elon is a total pro. And I saw his mother, the most elegant woman. I said, Elon, she produced you. Well, she produced one hell of a smart guy. But did you see his mother with her beautiful white hair? She looked like total royalty. And she said she went, I think, to New York. And she pulls out identification. No, I don't need that, ma'am. Oh, of course you do. It's my, she wanted to give it. They didn't want it. And she said, very interesting. She was interviewed just yesterday. A very smart woman, produced a lot of smart kids too. Not just Elon, a lot of smart kids. And she was amazed. She left there. They didn't want any information. They didn't want her ID. They didn't want identification. And she said, you know, that's a strange thing. I've been in many countries and they always want your identification. So, look, we have a country with a massive headache, and it would go a lot longer than headache. It would be a much stronger word than the word headache. And we have to solve this problem because we have a mess on our hands.
They're both huge fans of each other. It's I was not prepared for the bromance of Elon Musk and Donald Trump, but here we are. Crazy things are happening right now. So let's see where we are. That was earlier. Trump is still using the Undertaker theme, by the way. And now we've got, you want me to make all of you mad? You want me to make all of you mad? I know some of you have seen this already, but this is what we're up against right here. The MAGA squirrel deserved to die. Now, of course, that tweet has been deleted because, of course, it has. But there you have it. The MAGA squirrel deserved to die. These people are absolutely demented beyond belief, dude. I don't even know if the owner fucking is into politics. I have no idea, and I don't care. But because people that support Trump were outraged at what happened to the squirrel and the raccoon, I don't know. You know, so crazy. So there you go. That's the tolerant left for you right there, ladies and gentlemen. The tolerant left. Animals are friends, yes. And dude, Jack Posobiec. Look at Posobiec at the yeah. Let's go.
Tuesday, 11/5. Tuesday.
Let's go. Jennifer Rubin is a conservative never Trumper. Is she? Okay, so I didn't know who she was, so that makes a lot of sense. Those MAGA red hats are popping. That's what's up right there. Oh, man. AI Bundy. AI Bundy. Holy crap. AI Bundy. She has super TDS. Well, it's obvious. AI Bundy for $300. What? Voted for God Emperor Trump Friday in Kentucky. Camel Toe Harris is done. Trump is already popular, and now he's created the greatest team ever to back him up. Just remember that Hillary was destroying Trump with early voting numbers in 2016, and she lost. Don't get too cocky and go vote if you haven't already. AI Bundy for a MAGA red $300. Let's go. Adrian says voted to flip Montana Senate red. Let's freaking go. Holy crap. Thank you, AI Bundy. Again, another meme that was created from the Geeks and Gamers daily live stream. All it takes is one thing. It just takes one comment to create a glorious meme like that. AI Bundy now is here. Thank you, AI Bundy. I want to tell everybody really quick, if you have not, please go follow us over on Locals. Locals is essentially a Patreon alternative. And for those that don't know, I'm the owner of geeksandgamers.com. And we were going to have a separate D-Day Cobra Cast 199 Locals, but we've decided to run everything through the main Geeks and Gamers one. You can support us over there. We don't have to worry about censorship and copyright and all that bullshit. And we're going to be doing a lot of member streams over there. But it's free to follow us. You can follow us for free over there. But if you want to support us over there, we would greatly appreciate it. And we are at a whopping 3% of our goal right now of 2,500 supporters. So I can send Ryan and Drunk 3PO to FurryCon. And I know everybody wants to see that. Because Ryan, if you don't know who Drunk 3PO is, this is all you really need to know about Drunk 3PO. He's one of the most astute gamers on the planet. Right here, this is Drunk 3PO playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 right here.
I found a secret sniper spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
What?
I found a secret sniper spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
So anyway, there's Drunk 3PO right there. Holy crap. I found the secret sniper spot. Really? Yeah. Oh, never mind. You can't make that stuff up, man. You can't do it. AI Bundy, thank you, man. And thank you. I want to reiterate the points here it made, though. Trump is already popular, and now he's created the greatest team ever to back him up. Just remember that Hillary was destroying Trump with early voting numbers in 2016, which is what Trump is. I wouldn't say Trump is not destroying Kamala Harris in early voting numbers, but he is destroying the expectations of Republicans for early voting numbers right now. He is overperforming big time. And so to break that down, and your point still stands, AI Bundy, and she lost, so don't get cocky and go vote if you haven't already. So the point here is that historically, Trump overperforms on election day because Trump voters like to go and vote in person day of, and they overperform on those numbers. That's why the polling for Hillary was so off. And even with 2020, we saw the same exact trend where a lot of the polling that they had for Joe Biden and Trump, they gave Joe Biden a massive lead in certain aspects, and Trump voters still overperformed. That's what we're seeing now, except that the numbers for early voting for Republicans, it's showing a massive, massive enthusiasm and increase. And they're still going to anticipate that there's going to be a huge turnout on day of for Trump voters. This is all a good sign for the MAGA movement, for sure. A very good sign. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, remember, the candidates have far better polling accuracy than public information. Kamala is desperate for Pennsylvania. Trump is hitting the battlegrounds that they have a chance to clinch besides PA because it feels 100%. That is right. That's exactly how we have to look at this. SNL is a big example of that as well. So and chat can correct me as to when this happened because I don't exactly remember when it happened, but previously, Saturday Night Live had said that they would not have a candidate on, one of the candidates. They had previously said that. And then out of nowhere, final Saturday Night Live before the election, suddenly these are called Hail Mary attempts for our sports fans out or non-sports fans. I know sports fans knows what Hail Mary is, but a Hail Mary is a desperate attempt at the end of the football game to try and score. You throw your game plan out the window, you throw all logic out the window, and you basically throw up a prayer and hope that it gets answered. This is where it seems that the Kamala Harris campaign is at right now. They are throwing Hail Marys right now, and they're hoping something will land. SNL staying in Pennsylvania when there are other battleground states that she absolutely has to have in order to get this win. But the fact that she's keying in Pennsylvania, you've got Hollywood celebrities, you've got Harrison Ford, which again, if you know anything about Harrison Ford, let me please break this down to you. Harrison Ford doesn't give a fuck about anybody but Harrison Ford and money. So the fact that Harrison Ford sat down and gave an Oscar-worthy performance to endorse Kamala Harris means they backed up the money truck and paid this man. He don't give a fuck about Harris. He don't care about you. He don't care about me. He don't care about anything but him and his money. That's the bottom line. And so that is part of the desperation attempt. You have Lady Gaga, who's going to be appearing with Kamala Harris. You had Jennifer Lopez. And listen, I try to be as respectful as I can, and I try to also be aware of things, okay? And I just want to say, as much as we shit all over celebrities and we talk bad about them, credit where credit is due, okay? And I mean this. This is sincere, what I'm about to say. Jennifer Lopez, I personally think that it is very, very brave and stunning that you decided to get off of your knees and actually go and speak at a rally instead of putting dick in your mouth. Great job, J-Lo. Great job. Hey, good job, J-Lo. I tell you what, very brave, very stunning of J-Lo. I respect that. So good job on you, J-Lo. We all are very, very honored that you decided to stop, whoring yourself out and actually go and earn a paycheck a different way for once in your life. So there you go. Swig of water for the working man. But ultimately, these Hollywood celebrities are clowns, okay? They are. They're all clowns. And you just have to understand that none of them would be there if there wasn't a paycheck involved. But they all would be there for the paycheck. So it doesn't matter if it was Bill Clinton, if it was Hillary Clinton, Bill. It wouldn't matter if it's Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. It wouldn't matter if it's Kamala Harris. It wouldn't matter if it's some other Democrat. They would all be there to tell you how great the person with the D next to their name is because they don't actually care. But on the flip side, Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, Dennis Quaid, All these people, they're actually there because they believe in Donald Trump. All of these rappers, they believe in Trump. It's the man they believe in, not the system, not the party, not the ideology. They believe in Donald Trump. That's the difference in this whole thing right there. Whereas all of these celebrities, they're just taking their paychecks and they're just running off at the mouth at whatever they think or whatever. They basically, what is it? What's her name? Was it Cardi B? Wasn't there like I didn't even watch that one. Let me pull up Colin Rugg's Twitter account. But wasn't there like a cringe like Cardi B appearance or something, and she was reading notes and everybody was roasting her? I didn't even see that. I saw the video going around, but I didn't actually get a chance to watch it, and everybody was saying how bad it was. And that just kind of put into perspective of like how these celebrities just do not care. Yeah, here it is right here. It's only 46 seconds, so it won't cringe us too long. Here we go. I've not heard this.
I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate.
Okay, I regret those 4 seconds. Holy shit. That is bad. I've never heard her talk. That was bad. Okay, I can't do it. Yeah. All right. That was 4 seconds too long. Yeah. Abort mission. Sorry. That was enough. I apologize. All right. You know what? I'm dropping 10 gifted memberships. Sorry. That's me in the chat. I'm just going to drop some gifted memberships as an apology. Hang on. That was my mistake. I apologize for those 4 seconds. Here we go. Let's see here. There we go. All right. It's not the first time I've apologized for a miserable 4 seconds in someone's life, but that's another discussion for another time. Here we go. There we go. There's my apology right there. There. Okay. So there we go. All right. Back to the point. All right. So now this is where you know the desperation is happening. Barack Obama is full on campaign Obama. Now, I will ask for, holy crap, Alec Baldwin's finger. Alec Baldwin's finger just dropped 50 gifted memberships. 50. Let's freaking go. My boy. Good shit. Thank you, ABF. He don't miss. You guys know that. Remind me from 2020, because I don't remember, but did Barack Obama campaign that hard for Joe Biden? Because I don't remember that happening. I know he probably did, but Barack Obama is like full on campaign Obama right now. I don't recall him campaigning like this for Joe at all. And that was his former vice president. No, see, a lot of people are saying not that much, not that much. Yeah, I don't recall that. So the fact that Obama is out here is showing you the desperation. Like his whole entire identity right now is just to campaign for her. And we know point blank, like he doesn't like her. We get that. That's been made clear over and over again. He also doesn't like Joe Biden, but he hates Donald Trump more than any of them. So that has been a big kind of shift as to seeing Obama out there doing everything he can. Now here, this is brand new. This is Decision Desk 2024 election forecast update. They have Donald Trump with a 54% chance of winning. They have Harris at a 46% chance of winning. They have North Carolina with Trump's odds are 66% in North Carolina, 65% in Georgia, 64% in Arizona. How do I say it? I'm just going to say the in-state, since I can't say Nevada apparently correctly. Anyway, 56% Nevada. Pennsylvania, 53%. Wisconsin, he's on 51%. And the only state that he is not favored to win, according to Decision Desk HQ, is Michigan at 44%. That is a huge, huge, update right there. And that kind of falls in line with everything. Okay. That falls in line with everything. But somebody in the chat just reminded me of this, and I got to go find it, because historically I've told you guys I'm not really the biggest fan of community notes, because I feel like community notes is kind of like a hall monitor. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg, for 10 gifted memberships. So I've always said community notes is like a hall monitor, and it kind of annoys me, because I would rather just let the internet deal with things like it wants to. Okay. Let the internet police itself and all will work out. But we did get this right here. Monica Lewinsky has endorsed Harris Walls. Now, if you're curious about Monica Lewinsky, let's just say she climbed the pole of the political landscape, and definitely she worked really hard to get there. She climbed the pole of the political ladder and certainly did a really good job, according to some of the top political officials. Bill Clinton definitely can let you know that she did a great job of climbing that political pole. She did a great job of that. I don't know if this is real, okay? But the Quartering tweeted this out. And right here, there was some people quote tweeting this. And community notes out here doing very important corrections for Kamala Harris. So this community note says, Bill Clinton did not put a cigar in her ass or make her sleep in a gimp box. He did ejaculate on her and put a cigar in her vagina. Oh my goodness. If that is a real community note, that is the most savage thing I've ever seen, because a lot of people were quote tweeting this and saying stuff like that. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. In terms of the community note, can someone confirm if this is a real community note? I need to know. Lance Finn says it's real. Luis says it's real. This is a real community note. Honestly, this right here, eliminate everything else that's happened. This is worth Elon buying Twitter right here. This moment right here. This makes it all worth it right here. Eliminate everything else that's happened. This right here is worth the price that Elon paid for Twitter right here. Holy crap. So there we go. Oh, you mean the movie says I'm part of community notes. It's real. Oh my goodness. And our local chat is going crazy with the memes right now. Some of them I probably wouldn't be able to share. Remember, guys, we got to stay a little bit in check. Some of them. Woo! So there you go. The internet is undefeated. So shout out to the Quartering for posting that, because that's where I saw it. All right. So we're getting some. Oh my gosh, what is this? There is a lot, and everybody, that's the whole bottom line here with all. So just because I'm seeing something on my timeline, it doesn't mean that I'm just going to automatically jump on it. And I think everybody needs to have that same mentality, because there's a lot of bullshit out there right now that they're wanting people to fall for. And so just because I see it on my timeline, it doesn't mean that I'm actually looking for it. But I will show you this, because this will probably get the chat a little hyped up. Look at this guy. can you not love this guy, man? How can you not love this guy? He's fantastic. Bringing that MAGA energy. He's heading for his final rally of the day, and then he has 4 rallies tomorrow. And he just continues to keep that energy at the highest level possible. Really, really crazy. Let's see here. What is this? What is Fetterman saying right now? So this is 5 hours ago. What is Fetterman saying on CNN?
And I've been saying this, whether it was Biden or then became Harris, I said it's going to be very close. And Trump definitely has a connection with voters here in Pennsylvania, and that's why it's going to be close.
Fetterman sounds a lot more level-headed than previously expected. The fact that he said that Trump has a connection with Pennsylvania voters.
And I've been saying this, whether it was Biden or then became Harris, I said it's going to be very close. And Trump definitely has a connection with voters here in Pennsylvania, and that's why it's going to be close.
Wow. I didn't watch his Joe Rogan interview. I saw some clips of it, but I didn't watch all of it. We also have this one right here. Where's that one? The Senate forecast. So Decision Desk HQ Senate forecast. Republicans at 74%, +2 from last week. So that, again, is really good information because it's not just about the top of the ticket. It's about down ballot. Everything. Trump needs everything to go in his favor in order to accomplish what he needs to fully accomplish once he gets back in office. So keep that in mind right there. I'm trying to find, when was this? Oh, that was 11-2 in Miami-Dade. I don't know if this was regardless as to when this was, it's awesome. So I'll show you guys. It says that this was 11-2 2024. Miami-Dade Cubans for Trump. Here we go.
I just got
I hope I can play this music.
3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start.
You don't see this for Kamala. You don't see this type of enthusiasm out there. The Posobiec brothers got in a fight in the stadium. What? All right, I got to look this up. Hang on. Let me go to Jack Posobiec's Twitter. Let's see. What happened? Here we go. Wouldn't be an Eagles game without a fight. Couple of drunk libs tried to get the MAGA hats off the Poso brothers. It did not go well. Let's go. Yes. I wonder if I don't think Posobiec likes me, by the way. All because I ratioed him over the Tulsa King. So he soft blocked me. I followed him back. But I don't know. A soft block is when you block someone and it forces them to unfollow you, but then you unblock them. And that's what he did to me. This was a year ago, probably. And I'm like, Posobiec, we agree like 99% of the time. You just had a bad take on entertainment and I had to ratio you. Okay. It's that simple. But I like Jack Posobiec. He's doing great work out there for MAGA. He's at the front lines of it. And maybe one day he'll forgive me. I don't know. But that's funny as shit. So he's out there crushing it. Why are so many Eagles fans lefties? Dude, Eagles fans are just fucking crazy, man. They really are. Eagles fans are insane. And that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying there's a bad thing wrong with that. I mean, look at the SEC the other day. The SEC had a fight. There's always fights at football games, to be fair, though, because football fans, we take that shit seriously, okay? We just do, especially in the South. All right, let's see here. What is this? Is this, I can't tell what this is. All right, so I just saw this one. I don't know who this is. A new poll by NBC News shows Trump leading by 16 with voters expected to vote on Election Day. If that happens, Harris is toast. I'm telling you, man, all the data points to Trump having a very, very, very strong day, as long as people do not allow the PSYOP bullshit to affect them. All the data says everything's looking good. But without people staying focused, it doesn't matter. You got to stay focused. Stay focused. But everything's looking good so far. Let me see. Let me read a couple super chats really quickly. Brock for 20 says he had a stroke of genius. What's up, Brock? Anytime Brock's here, we gotta hydrate. What's up, Brock? Swig of water to the working man out there. Swig of water to all the people out there delivering food and water and drinks to people standing in line. There is a true grassroots effort going on, and this is why Donald Trump and MAGA is so powerful. Yes, the man that is at the forefront of it, that leads it, is the symbol of it, but it's about the people that are actually out there doing the work and doing the groundwork. That's really what this comes down to more than anything. And there's no one person that can do everything. It's about a collaborative effort, and MAGA is a collaborative effort. And so again, swig of water to all the people out there that are making sure everybody is taken care of and getting everything that they need. Bear in the Woods for 10 says Kamala is going to be in charge of certification as VP unless she hands it off. I wouldn't be surprised if she refuses to certify, takes alternative electors from lefty states, and declares herself pres. I don't think that I will have to lean on the chat to tell me. I don't think Kamala is in charge of certification for this election. I do not think she is at all. I think that has been changed. And even still, I don't think she would have under the old system because she's actually running for president. I don't think she's in that position. But chat will have to correct me on that one. But I don't think so. Michael Williams says the leadership changes of the RNC was huge. They are on top of any and all shady stuff. That is true. They changed VP power, says Ninja Dog. No, she can't. I don't think that she's in that position. But I'm not confirming that. I'm just telling you that that's what I've heard. Law change, she has no power here. So I'll have to look into that. But Michael Williams, yes, your $9.99 super chat. The leadership change at the RNC was huge. They are on top of any and all the shady stuff. That's a point that I've made before. And I want to see if I can find it right now. Because seeing it, hang on just a minute. It's seeing this really does put this into perspective right here. And is it this one? I want to say it's this one. I might be wrong. And if it's not, we'll find the one it is. Okay. But so going back to 2016, and this is with a difference. You have to understand, I don't know how many of you that are watching this were following politics back then, but when Donald Trump got into politics in 2016, no one took him seriously, generally speaking, and I mean that from a politics standpoint. A lot of the politicians did not take Trump seriously. They dismissed him. The party hated him. The special interest groups hated him. The donors hated him. They couldn't stand when he got involved. Okay? And I think this clip is where he gets booed. And I'm going to make a point with this. So let's watch this really quickly. Here we go.
What Donald Trump did was use eminent domain to try to take the property of an elderly woman on the Strip in Atlantic City. That is not public purpose. That is downright wrong. And here's the problem with that.
All right, okay.
The problem was it was to tear down. It was to
Jeb
tear
wants
down.
to be. He wants to be a tough guy. He wants to be a tough guy
It was
tonight.
to tear down
I didn't
the
take
house,
the property.
and the net result was you tried.
I didn't
and
take
you
the
lost
property.
in the court.
The woman ultimately didn't want to do that.
That is not
away,
true.
And
the
it was
simple
great that
fact
I
is,
didn't.
to turn this into a limousine parking lot for his casinos is not a public use. And in Florida, based on what we did, we made that impossible. It is part of our Constitution. That's the better approach. That is the conservative approach.
Mr. Trump, take 30 seconds.
Let me just, he wants to be a tough guy. A lot of times you'll have, and it doesn't work very well.
How tough is it
a
to
lot
take
of times,
property from an elderly woman?
Let me talk quiet.
How tough is it?
A lot of times, that's all of his donors and special interests out there. So that's what it is. And by the way, let me just tell you, we needed tickets. You can't get them. You know who has the tickets I'm talking about to the television audience? Donors, special interest, the people that are putting up the money. So it is. The RNC told us we have all donors in the audience, and the reason they're not loving me, the reason they're not loving me is I don't want their money. I'm going to do the right thing for the American public. I don't want their money. I don't need their money. And I'm the only one up here that can say that.
Woo, woo. Now, the point is, listen to this. This is Donald Trump, okay? Billionaire, celebrity, world famous Donald Trump. In 2016, he couldn't even get tickets for his family to a debate because the RNC was not working with him. Fast forward to 2024. Donald Trump controls the entire Republican Party in every aspect of it. It's night and day from where we were to where we are now. It's night and day. We are talking about an absolute shift beyond belief. So we have to keep that in mind. Trump was battling all of this prior to his win in 2016. He was battling all of this. He was battling the party. He was battling special interests. He was battling the media. He was battling rhinos. He was battling everyone. And he overcame all of it with attitudes like that, destroying them. And now 2024, the RNC has fundamentally changed right before our very eyes. You have Laura Trump in a leadership position. You've got people like Scott Pressler out there on the front lines doing all of this work to get people registered to vote in Pennsylvania. It is really incredible, the shift that we have seen since 2016, and that's a testament to Donald Trump. It's a testament to him. So I am just, it's absolutely beautiful to see, and I'm very thankful that we're seeing that, and something we need to keep in mind because it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Okay, where are we at? We've got Get Woke, Go Broke. For 20 says, not going to lie, I'm still nervous AF. They already finding stolen ballots and rigging voting machines. Shout out to Laura Trump. She's doing great job fighting against the corruption in the DNC. 2020 can't happen again. I agree. And it's weird to look back on 2020 because I don't know, man. How do I explain looking back on 2020? Now with the team that Trump has walking into office, it makes me look back on 2020 and realizing just how bad Trump's team was in 2020. They were bad. It was a bad team. Now, again, I'm not saying that he should just be thrown under the bus for that. Trump did the best he could with the tools that he was given, and he walked into a very corrupt world and did the best he could with that corrupt world. But you want to look back on it, man, and it really was a bad a bad group of like rhinos and backstabbers. I'm not saying everybody on his team, but I'm saying that there was a lot of dirty people. And now 2024, could you imagine if another COVID happens, what it would be like to have RFK Jr. instead of Anthony Fauci in his ear? Could you imagine how Trump's going to handle a situation like that? Incredible. I mean, and Elon Musk saying he wants to cut $2 trillion out of the government. Ron Paul is ready to join Elon Musk. Insane, man. Absolutely insane. So a lot of good stuff in the future for sure. Julio Cal 69 says, did you see the Benny Johnson vid? He got kicked out of the Kamala event. Must see. I watched his Twitter upload about that the other day. I didn't see the full video that he uploaded to his channel. We may get into that a little bit later. Let Let's see. Samuel B says, my sister just voted for Trump in the state of Wisconsin. Trump Vance 2024. Hold the line. Quentin Daniels for $14.99 says, yes, we have lunatics here in Australia, but vote Trump. It's worth it. Even the wait in line to put it back in the White House, make it a better planet forever of us, or forever us all. Yes, absolutely. Eyes on the prize, baby. Eyes on the prize. Jeff Hill says, not only do we need Trump back in office, we need to win the House and the Senate. We got to get rid of the corrupt politicians. God bless America. Trump 2024. Thank you, Jeff Hill. Metal Slave, I just stumbled upon an ABC News election ad on Instagram. The overwhelming amount of Trump 2024 comments was a pleasant surprise. I'm nervous, but we got this. I am nervous too. Jimmy Ray says, let's turn swing states red and make New York, California the new swing states. Wouldn't that be crazy? Yaka Mara says, a Trump supporter from Norway here. I really hope he wins so big they can't do anything but cope and seethe. Then we make memes of them coping and seething. Make memes great again, baby. That's what it's all about right there. Make memes great again. That's what it's all about. Let's see here. That one guy says, Ron effing Paul. That's crazy, man. Trump's got everybody on his team. Alex says, too gay. That's for Rob Johnson. Troy News says, today in the at the North Carolina rally, Trump said he's doing well in Virginia. And then he went on to say, a little birdie told me that we're leading in New Jersey. What's that all about? The crowd went wild. Plus 14 question mark with an exclamation point. Hey, I don't know, man. We could see some crazy stuff, but I'm focused on the map right here that's on the screen. I think that this is the best case scenario for Trump. I think the next one I'm going to show you is a realistic scenario, which is 287 for Republicans and 251 for Democrats. But I think this is the best case scenario, 312. Minnesota's not happening, I don't think. I don't think that Trump's going to win Minnesota. I also don't know what the hell's wrong with people in Minnesota listening to Tim Walz. Like, what? I just, that blows my mind. Why is Tim Walz the governor anyway? What the hell's wrong with you people in Minnesota? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just being honest. What is wrong with you? All due respect. Tim Walz? Isn't Minnesota where that one guy was? Who's that super, super gay mayor? What's his name? The one that they had to do the walk of shame after the summer of love or whatever. What's that guy's name? Yes, Billy Loomis says Jacob Fry. Jacob Fry. That guy might be the most embarrassing human being on the planet. Jacob Fry. What a clown. Hang on. So, if you guys remember, so Jacob, holy shit, this guy's a pathetic loser. So this Jacob Fry guy, Jacob Fry is basically that white guy that wants to pretend that he's cool with the black people, but he's just a gay loser. And he went to this, I guess it was a defund the police protest, and they essentially just shamed him and made him leave. And this is the clip right here. Beta male energy right here. Here we go.
Jacob, go home. Go home, Jacob, go home. Go home, Jacob, go home. Shame, 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 shame,
What a loser. What a loser. Every woke white dude should have to go through that anyway. Hey, what's up, my fellow black people? I'm here to hang out and tell you about police brutality and how we need to stop it. They don't fucking care about you, loser. God. Yeah, and wasn't there like a video of him dancing again, pathetic. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I want to show this. Chat might hate me. Minnesota's got some oh God, is this it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Mayor Jacob Frey has got to be the worst dancer in the history of the world, and I am now boycotting the wobble all summer. So tight. They are so tight. You rolled them up.
Oh my goodness. What is wrong with Minnesota? Minnesota, you got Tim Walz and this guy representing you? Come on, I always heard Minnesota was a really nice place. That's bad. That's really bad. Uh-oh. Hang on, what we got here? CNN says National Guard troops are now on standby in Nevada, Washington State, and Oregon over potential election unrest. They are preparing for a Trump victory, and they're going to create hell. I fucking told you. I'm telling you, this is what the plan is. They are preparing to burn this country to the ground after Trump wins. That's what the plan is. That's the plan right there. Let's see what else we can find really quick. Okay. By the way, this guy, Eric, he's a great follow, by the way. Another PSYOP is currently going on. I am seeing a lot of folks in the media take things that Trump is saying and has been saying for about a decade and spin it into sounding unhinged as a sign that he's flailing and thinks he's going to lose. Be mindful of this. A presidential election is under 2 days. What you will see from the media and social media accounts will very likely be deliberately seek to demoralize Trump voters. 100%. That's 100% accurate. This is some crazy stuff going on right now, man. So let's go back to this. CNN says National Guard troops are on standby for political election unrest. Yeah, man. It's happening right now. Let's see. Okay, Trump just tweeted this, so we're going to watch this together. Donald Trump just tweeted this out.
Hello to our great sports fans, and I hope you're having a fantastic time. We're 2 days away from the most important election in the history of our country. We've got to save our country, and it needs saving. It's in very bad shape. The worst economic numbers in generations were just announced 2 days ago. We're losing jobs. We're losing everything, including viability. We're going to end up in a depression based on what's been happening. We've never seen anything like it, at least for the last 40 years. We have to straighten out our country. We have to close our borders. We have to lower our taxes. We have to get rid of inflation, and we're going to do it. Just remember, Kamala and her friends broke it. I'll fix it. Most important election in the history of our country. Go and vote.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love seeing it, man. Love seeing it. Okay. So that was just tweeted by Donald Trump. All right. Man, there's a lot going on. So this is the crowd for Trump here in Georgia, Macon, Georgia. So MAGA is getting ready for Trump. I don't know when what time he's supposed to arrive there. I'm going to look and see. Man, Trump is just unstoppable. Okay. I'm looking to see what else is going on. But yeah, MAGA rally is packed. This is a shot right here. Okay. Oh, the Eagles are wearing their OG unis. Why don't the Eagles roll with those, man? Those out. I'm not going to go on a sports rant right now, but I'm tired of modern NFL uniforms. Fuck modern bullshit, okay? Stick with the cools. OG Dolphins uniforms, OG Denver Broncos uniforms, OG Eagles uniforms. Get the hell out of here, man. We need more of that. This modern bullshit. All right, I'm done. I'll talk about all that on Sports Wars, okay? But I'm so tired of this modern bullshit. When I modernize, we got to make it look... No, fuck modern everything, all right? Good Lord. Anyway, sorry. That hit my news feed, and I had to go on a rant. But I'm just sick and tired of it. But I am currently seeing what else we have going on. If there's any other nonsense that we need to cover at this moment. What is that? I haven't seen this. This is Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne. What is this? All right, here we go.
You and her for 2 hours go over everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what America would like to see also with Joe. It seems like they have a specific strategy. I think that was a real cop-out going, oh, we'll give you an hour if you fly to us and do it. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
well, she is the vice president, though.
What does that mean?
It's hard to fly out for 3 hours to Austin, Texas.
Do you want to be president or not?
It's hard for her to fly out for 3. Oh, my God. Oh my God.
Like, that's simple as that. Like, she was also in Houston and Austin that weekend, and she chose not to do it. She could have done it and chose not to.
Even that's debatable. Like I said, I think she should have did it. I've been said she should have did it, but you're in Houston, you're on the ground, 30,000. You're talking to 30,000 people, and that's being broadcasted on all of the television networks. And you got Beyonce, and you got Kelly, and you got Mama Tina. It's really it all works. At the end of the day,
Rogan real quick. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, if she wins the election, then she made the right decision. Yep. If she loses the election, I think a lot of people will point at the strategy and be like, hey, you didn't really reach out to America.
I can point to a bunch of other things.
What?
If she loses the election?
What?
I'll wait till after.
Ooh, tell me.
I'll write them down.
She didn't come on flagrant. That's what happened.
Nah, it ain't even that. I don't
even
think
came on flagrant.
Charlemagne is such a clown. Just the amount of excuses that he's throwing out there is really insane. So yeah, I saw that going around. So I figured we would check that out, see what they were saying. Okay. All right. Oh God. the video I played earlier, Donald Trump Jr. says, make sure you show up and vote. We need to cancel out this insanity. Yeah. I think we should feature this in the meltdown video when Trump wins in our new intro that we're going to put here on the channel. I think we should 100% put that clip because that is essentially what's going to happen right there for sure. Dubby Nanners for 10 says, for those people who refuse to vote or don't want to, the only thing for evil to win is for good people to stand idly by and do nothing. Be the one to save this country. Be the hero. Get out and vote. Let's freaking go. Leighton Hallman says, my concern is the deep state will claim Big K1, even if it takes 150 million fake votes to do it, no matter how over the top or dumb it looks. Then say anyone who disagrees will be put down with deadly force. I do understand that. I do understand that concern. But if we just make it too big to rig, none of that will matter. Low Track says, I'm in Michigan right now and in the middle of the usually blue Detroit region. The Trump yard signs are everywhere, 3-1 or more over Kamala. Only positive feedback when wearing anything MAGA. Michigan will be red. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. That's what we're hoping for. If Michigan is red, that is big problems for Kamala. L Wing Secret Garden says the Cardi B speech is even more cringe when she ranted online and said Joe Biden is a disaster, and she vowed to not endorse a celebrity this time. Doug B says a special message from Donald J. Trump dropped 8 minutes ago on his YouTube channel. I think that's the one we just reacted to, right, Doug B? If I'm correct, let me know. Bolt Patricia says my prediction: Trump is declared winner on this Tuesday. Then fuckery happens in the courts and it's contested. No way they let him win. They let him get inaugurated. P.S. Geeks and Gamers needs a WWE show. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. By the way, I'll be live all day long election day. We're going to have a lot of guests on that day. It's going to be a very, very awesome show. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you here. So if you are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll be live all day long, and I'll have a ton of guests on with me, and we're going to cover all of it, and we're going to be as live for as long as we need to be, and it's going to be a hell of a day. Goji the King says Minnesota is a great state. Minneapolis, St. Paul, Duluth, Rochester are the problem. The rest of the state is great. I know it is. Well, I've never been there, but I know people that have lived there, and they've done nothing but talk about how much they loved, Minnesota and everything like that. Over on Rumble says, let's see, I Canalist for 5 says bananas out for Harambe, nuts out for peanut, and it doesn't matter if bananas is a euphemism or not. Beardo gets excited either way. Let's see. We've got Lord of the Re for 5 says, hail to my Mage 199 IDOTs. Going live at 6 p.m. Central on the meme war veteran John Ward's channel to talk about the election, possible fortification, and what we need to do going forward. Come hang. Let's go, Lord of the Re. Let's see. And we've got Brontonite for 2 says, don't Colorado my Florida to my base Floridians. Please vote hard no on Amendment 3 and 4. Ignore the ads with Trump in them. It's a screw job by dirty rhinos and Dems, not for freedom. Absolutely. And hail to our Rumble audience. Almost 500 people over there right now. Over on Chris, I'm moving over to this column here. Let's say Seal Hunter for 199 says, vote Trump. McManager says that's the kind of guy you want to slap on the ass. That's what I still can't believe Biden said that. It was so weird. Kira says we cannot hear the vid. Chad Layton says audio is good. 5x5. Cellular Dream says my 2024 prediction: Jeremy is gay. Spirian with the 199. Pirate of Las Vegas says all the Diddy crats are out simping hard for Kamala. I don't know if you guys heard this yesterday, but I made pretty strong. I think I made a pretty strong case that there's always a lot of like speculation and stuff like this when it comes to celebrity endorsements and all of that. But I think I made a pretty good point the other day, and I'm see if I can find it really quickly. So Usher on The View versus Usher at the Kamala rally. Okay. I want to show this one more time, because it's alarming to me. A lot of times we see celebrity here, celebrity there, and we're like, okay, are they tied to Diddy or whatever? And, I get that we can all kind of have that speculation, but man, the Usher thing, I don't think that you can, I truly don't think that there's any way to battle the obvious narrative that he's on the Diddy list. 100%. And it's right here. So let's watch this. Okay, here we go. So this was a few months ago on The View. This is before Diddy was arrested. Before Diddy was arrested, this was Usher making an appearance on The View. Listen to what he says.
That in this emergency that we're in, I think that behooves artists to come out and speak for Kamala against Donald Trump, because he is an existential threat to the country. What do you say to that?
You know what? I don't get too deep into politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like everybody else. I think voting is an individual choice. And I think that you're right. You have to look at the reality of the country that we are and the country that we want to be, and find the candidate that you feel both are who fits the category of where we want to be. And that's it. And that's what you vote based off of, who you highlight and how you choose to highlight it on whatever platform you have is your prerogative.
Yes.
So they wanted him to basically tell you how great Kamala is and how she's the best. And he basically was like, not really getting into that. I respect whatever people want to vote for, yada, yada, yada. I'm not getting into it. Diddy gets arrested, who Usher has a huge, huge history with. Usher's entire Twitter account gets wiped. Usher claimed that it was over a hack. And then all of a sudden, Usher shows up at a Kamala rally.
I love you more, but I love Kamala Harris even more.
What? I have never seen a more obvious situation right here than the government going, hey, Usher, you might want to go promote Kamala. That is insane. One more time, listen to this bullshit.
I love you more, but I love Kamala Harris even more.
Insane. That is not natural. It's not organic. It's not genuine at all. So there you go right there. Insane indeed. Holy crap. Babo Yogi says audio is great, even better when you shut the F up. Parker says Jeremy's a gay Alabama fan. Indy I says hi, why are you gay? Elwood Blues Morris says the UK mainstream media is selling a Kamala win, selling the lie. Troy New says I averaged top 20 pollsters, Rasmussen, Atlas, Insider Advantage. I don't know how you say that one. They all have Trump winning in all battleground states, this time earning 312. And that's why I have this one up on screen, because I do think that this is a realistic map right here that we're looking at, a realistic map. Troy, Gross Crusader CV says, might be to make the left think she has a chance. When she loses, they can say Russian interfered. Exactly what it is. Interfered and have another Summer of Love, but Christmas edition. Absolutely. It's justifying the nonsense they want to pull. I agree. Movie Times today says, I'm a businessman and always try to see things from both sides, but I really can't find anyone on the other side who makes sense. Is this normal? Not from the Kamala perspective, it's not. Eric Guidewall with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Eric Guidewall. Troy News says, an interesting trend of Dems voting Trump as a stand against left's policies. Many dislike Trump, but dislike Democrats' path for America even more. Yep. Archer Blade says, have you ever reacted to American Horror Story Cult 2016? They made it about the fear of Trump winning 2016. Election night scene was comedy. No, I haven't watched American Horror Story since like the first season. I enjoyed it, but I haven't watched it since then. I know nothing about American Horror Story since the first season, basically. Infinity Flair says, I am Gary. Rescott says, hallelujah, brother, we'll take the blame. Nandy says, Hollywood, shut the F up. We hold you accountable for Diddy and Epstein. You knew what was happening and never did anything about it. Enjoy the year of flops. Chad Layton says, I am Gary. Philip Butler says, everyone, please wear your Trump gear the next 2 days. That's what I'm doing, baby. Every day, MAGA hoodie up until the election. Super Sentai guy says, Congressman Raskin is recorded saying that if Trump wins Congress, will deny him the presidency on J6. Thoughts? I've heard him say that, and that's more fear tactics from them. They say that for the sound bites in order to convince people in the middle that Trump is a threat to democracy. But I don't think that they can actually pull it off. They want to, but I don't think in reality, I don't think they can. Let me see back over here to, let's see, Rooster for 20 says, Jeremy, I'm a truck driver. I live in Tampa, Florida, but I travel everywhere. But I gotta say, this man in PA all the time and only see Trump signs all over the place. I strongly believe that Trump has Pennsylvania Let's go, Brandon. Well, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. So, loving it, man. I love hearing that feedback from boots on the ground, people that are seeing it. You know, I mean, like, I'm in Florida, and in my area in Florida, I mean, I haven't looked up I think the voting is like 60-40 here in my area. Trump, you know, there's more Trump signs than Harris signs, but there's enough Harris signs here to make me uncomfortable. Though, again, there's still more Trump. But to be fair, even one Harris sign makes me uncomfortable. But there's a few. And I'm just like, what is going on, man? What the hell are we doing here? So, yeah, there are signs out there. Go to the King. I got that one. Let's see. Zevin Cross says stories in the city. Zevin Cross for 10 says stories in the cities got to start boarding up their windows and shit because the lefties are going to throw a temper tantrum in the streets. Vader Mike says God's got this. Hail the 199. You're too gay, dark MAGA. Kamala, do not come. Trump, I'm gonna come. That's right. Oh yeah, I gotta play that clip because AI Bundy dropped well, it's not a proper 199, but it's a $300 super chat. So we got to play the clip for AI Bundy.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
I'm going to do it.
Do not come.
I'm going to come. Oh.
And just for good measure, we're playing this one.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know. Macho man,
yeah. All right, let's see. We got Smorgan for Kamala. Voters don't talk on poll because they are dead. Comics Dad says, look, straight conservative Dan Vask. Movie Times Today says, Jared, did you see the Andrew Schultz said that Mark Cuban told him that men don't vote, so she will win because of that. I've been trying to avoid Mark Cuban lately because he's just so damn cringe. So he is Mark Cuban is pathetic. So he really is. Nandy says, well, I believe Trump nabs PA and Michigan. I'm shitting on Tuesday. Plus, I've got work to do to grind tomorrow because I won't be sane to work on Tuesday. It's going to be a wild day Tuesday, man. But we'll be here to keep you entertained, to say the least. Farty McJackass for 5 says, I live in a red state, but I stood in line for 2.5 hours to vote today. Even if only one bureaucrat loses their job, I'll mark it as a win. Go Trump. Go Trump. Nate Hausman says, the Des Moines Register is confirmed deep state front. Pay them no mind. John Papasergio says, there is a local bakery here where I live in PA. Trump cookies are outselling Harris cookies. 38,000 to 2,500. Is that legit? Is that legit? We'll repeat that one more time. John Papasergio, there's a local bakery here in PA. Trump cookies are outselling Harris cookies 38,534 to 2,544. Holy crap. That's amazing. Jeff Hill for 10 says, Lakeland, we're more red here than blue. Feels good that Lakeland, Florida is mostly red. Trump 2024. Your angry Uncle Matt is dropping 199s in the chat. Thank you. James Opp says, I seen one CNN showing Harris over Trump in Texas. Yeah, they're just trying to get people worked up with that stuff. Barry says, American garbage here. Hail the 199. Let's go. Right. The guy says, if New York does go red, that would be the most legendary political thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. Torgo the White says, Richard Barris is God Emperor of pollsters. Mr. Bentham for a 199. Mr. Bentham for 2 says, reminder, Pokemon go to the polls. Also, Jeremy Gay. Genius Anus says he's literally shaking. I am too, with laughter. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot says 151 Maine high schools took part in a mock election. Trump 52%, Harris 41%. There is hope for Maine youth. My 5th super chat to you again, Fig. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And good information. The Bob that God made says, if Virginia and New Hampshire flip, I'm going to scrum. Land Schneck's Zach says, make a poll for pollsters. Johan Naxus says, I've been here several times. No comment to them. I've always told them to F off. I'm technically an independent, but I'm voting R top to bottom. Hell yeah. Nagranal says, I was finally reached out for a poll, but I decided not to do it because they would probably use my information to fortify the election. Doc Hatchett says, went to vote today in my red county of Ohio. The line was way down the street. Many older Amish, crazy. They were willing to get photo ID. So proud. Let's see. Habida says, you've probably explained this before, so I apologize for the redundancy, but why is every stream the 199? Oh, yes. Okay, so all you need to do, and I'm sure the mods will drop a link, but it's literally just something that started out as a mistake by someone that didn't like us in a stream, and that's kind of our claim to fame on everything. If someone makes a mistake that hates us, we meme the hell out of it. So someone came into our Geeks and Gamers daily live stream, and they were mad that we were complaining about Star Wars Celebration. And because it's Star Wars Celebration, we titled it Star Wars Celebration Cringe. We could drop a link right there to the website, and that explains it in its entirety and the video clip. But anyway, the guy was saying Star Wars Celebration Cringe. What are you talking about? Star Wars Celebration has been around since, they meant to say 1999, but they said 199. And when we highlighted that comment just to make fun of the person, the entire chat started saying, we are the 199, we are the 199, 199 is just everywhere. And I recognized that the chat started saying it a lot. And so the next stream we started, everyone was in the chat before the stream started, and they were like, we are the 199, we are the 199. And now it's like a thing where, like, how long have you been watching Geeks and Gamers? Or how long have you been watching D-Day Cobra? Since 199. And that's where it is. And it's us. It represents our whole little movement, our little community. And it's just a meme. And it's a meme that's never going away. And so we sell merch. We've got emojis. It's everything. So Scan In is another one. They were trying to say that we are scamming. They're scam in your audience, but they said scan in. So then we took that and memed to that one. The lore of Geeks and Gamers is very, very deep. And there's D-Day. D-Day. That must be Krista. Is that you, Krista? Krista, is that you?
It would have been so much easier if you just played that clip.
Well, I didn't have the clip.
I put it in the private chat.
I know, but look.
Play it.
Would you hang on? Listen, when you put this, I was like, "There's D-Day." Oh, that's me.
Oh man, I missed the eye. Look how to spell? Can you?
You want me to play that clip right here?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a minute. All right, how you doing, Krista? How you holding up?
I'm good. Let's just get off the screen. There we go.
All right, there we go. Okay, share my screen. Here we go. All right, here it is right here. The origin of the 199. Thanks to Krista. Here we go.
Someone in the chat here. We got Awesome Guy.
Awesome Guy. What's up, Awesome Guy?
Celebration Cringe. Are you retarded? Star Wars Celebration has been a thing since 199.
199?
I don't know who the fuck you are. I just got this stream on my recommended for some reason. Stop being reactionaries. Well, Awesome Guy. I'm sure the chat's going to love you. But Awesome Guy, if you want Star Wars Celebration Cringe, I am here. I'm here to give that to you. Don't fucking worry.
199. 199.
Since 199.
199 the chat.
All right. It's been around for almost 2,000 years, ladies and gentlemen.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And symbolically, that clip is 47 seconds long. 47 seconds long. There we go. You're later. So anyway, thank you, Krista. Appreciate it. Krista's keeping up with all the super chats. So thank you, Krista.
Thank you.
Do you want cookies?
I'm so full. I can't breathe. I
No,
feel
you already
like
ate. You already
a
ate.
lion that, yeah, you know, like how lions just eat like a lot because they don't know when their next meal is, and then they just pass out, and sometimes they like throw up because they eat too much. Like that's how I feel right now. I regret a lot of things.
Thank you, Krista.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Let's get her out of here. The Spec says glad Crowder invested millions in having thousands of boots on the ground and teamed up with another group, tripling their numbers, all in swing state cities. Hell yeah. Shout out to Crowder. Grand Potatoes Z tier says Kamala is so bad, members of the squad are turning on her. Yeah, her whole staff has always hated her, so that's not surprising. Slain Hope says voted for a felon in a deep blue state. Place was empty thanks to mail-in voting. Now I'm rewarding myself with a case of beer. Hey, what's up, man? Well, get you all the beer you want. I don't drink, all right? But I'm glad that you are kicked back and having a good night drinking. But people are so shocked when I say I don't drink. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a hillbilly from Alabama and they're shocked. They're like, wait, you don't drink? I'm like, no, I've never drank. I've never done drugs. I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never tried alcohol. Never. And people are so shocked at that. They just can't believe it. Never. Never have, never will. I will never drink alcohol ever. It will never happen. So, let's see here. Where we at? The Spec says, plus all the other people watching, let's win. Your Barmy says Jeremy likes Hillary feet confirmed. Nagranal says Lady Gaga, huh? Will Kamala be in the Joker makeup? Braden Peterson says genuine question, Jeremy. What do you do if Kamala wins? I really like. I have no idea. I mean, I'm not really thinking that far ahead. It's I don't know. It will be horrible if she wins. So we can't even. I can't even comprehend that scenario. To be honest, though, I really can't. Gerald Armstrong says unrelated to politics, but apparently Jeff Gordon is in the final 5 drivers. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I know who Jeff Gordon is, but Jeff Gordon doesn't race anymore, right? So I don't know what the context there is. Jeff Gordon works for Hendrick Motorsports now, is like he's on their team, like in terms of he does like executive work for them. So let's see. He still races. I don't know. I'm completely confused. You're talking about William Byron in the 24, I think. Philip Butler says Peanuts owner is the big OnlyFans guy. Fantastic Miss Knox says according to CNN, Kamala is winning in Texas. Yeah, that's not happening. So the 24 got in. Okay, well the 24 got in. Yeah, but that's not Jeff Gordon. Big Ounce says, show your support, Peanut the Squirrel. Fixie Clary says, I just saw the ad with all of the Avengers actors supporting Kamala. Down with democracy. They said I felt sick and disappointed. It's true. So he's been racing since 199. Andrew CR says, cardio bent reads better than Beardo. Andrew, did you really drop a $600 super chat yesterday on Streamlabs? Seriously. That's who dropped it. Like, it's the same Andrew CR, correct, Krista? Am I right about that? That is crazy. Over on. Is that right?
Yes.
That's crazy. Says, yes, it was me. $600. Insane. And you saved all of us. So again, chat. Andrew CR saved all of you from the cringy Stephen Colbert video that the real Smile Bit was trying to place upon all of you. Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that. Predon Corpse for a 99-cent. Ryan is unconcerned, says, sounds good until the 3 a.m. pipes burst. Go vote, people. Absolutely. Lord Botha says, after seeing how Monica Lewinsky has aged versus Hillary, all I'll say is I'm gonna say Bill was right. I'm not going to say Bill was right. I understand. Gerald Armstrong says, Posto Bros got in a fight at the stadium. I don't know what this says. Is that EJ Tamar? Says, did you see Putin just said he takes Trump's plan to end the Ukraine war very seriously and he thinks he's sincere? Almost like he knows he'll win. Let's hope so. Kagami says, go out there and vote, vote, vote. Bastard Luigi says they get a significant chunk of their false ballots from registered voters who do not vote. Black pilled or white pilled, get out there and use yours. Pork Chop Express says, when Trump wins, they will cry, obstruct, and fight. They hate you and everything you believe. Train and prepare for the worst. Right? The guy says, isn't that the Fry guy, the same guy who went to the rally in a park, got down on his knees and apologized to BLM and people? I think so. Eric K says, the mayor wears Jeremy's jeans. I don't know how to say that one. The Cane Sword says, vote Trump from Washington State. Paul Stella says, Minnesota went from Jesse the Body Ventura to Tim Walz. Composite Frylock says, what can be unburdened by moldy cheese and lunchily meals by Logan Paul and Mr. Beast? I can't stand either one of those guys. Like, Logan Paul is truly one of the most unlikable human beings on the planet, and Mr. Beast is right there with him now. Ben Ryder says, as a Minnesotan, 3/4 of our state population is from Minneapolis and St. Paul Metro. We can still go red, though. Believe lots of rural patriots in the state. Your angry Uncle Matt with 2 199s. Golden Nugget says they want to import the third world because they want to lead like third world leaders. Maximus BT says, where are my breeds at? Final Halo says, we can't sleep Tuesday night. Don't believe them saying no more counting for the night. Not again. David Field says, heads up, Benny just uploaded a drunk hot mic video of Kamala. Really? All right, I'll check that out. Jeffrey says, government forgot to send ballots to overseas service people. Joe Bitt says, Kamala was chosen by politicians. Trump was chosen by the people. I wonder what country Kamala fans are voting for. Certainly not America. Zalisha says, your stream is doing that stuttering thing where when you mess up with your computer again. Is it? Is the stream stuttering? Anybody having that problem? Let me know. Emo Otaku says that there's a dude on the bus right now who has a pro-Palestine pin next to a Satan Loves Me pin. Talk about a giant contradiction. Once or twice, not happening now. It did a couple times. Really? Okay. I have to keep that in mind. Big Iron says, Jeremy is gay. First super chat ever. Go Trump 2024. Lance Schneck says, Hezbollah leader captured by Israel. Adrian says, have you seen the Trump versus Kamala rap battle? I've seen a few of those AI things out there. Zarg Blarg says, make America great again, or make America MAGA again. Eric K says, Jared does not drink. He does not smoke. That does not mean he does not drink other things and smoke other things. Jeff Hill says, Lakeland, let's see, we're more, got that one. Wraith Leader says, you've got to play the standard 199 clip for the 199 donation. For the above 199, you play the extended 199 clip. It's even funnier. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. All right, where are we at now? I'm trying to get caught up here. There's a lot of super chats, which I'm not complaining about. If I was Tim Pool, I would complain about it, but I'm not complaining. Streamlabs, $13.14. Greetings from Japan. Best wishes tomorrow. Lots of people here support Donald Trump. Look at that. That's amazing. Thank you. All the way from Japan to let us know that they love Trump in Japan. Let's freaking go. Vault 95 on Rumble says, elevated respect for pop culture crisis was catching up today. Their current crisis party music is the Trump theme. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats, eating the cats, eating the cats. Let's see. Bill Dozer says, you are number 2. Jeremy, does Jeremy want the biddy? Hey, we're number 1. Look at that. I showed it earlier. In the United States of America. This channel was number 1 yesterday in the whole country. And I think we were number 5 in the world. Were we number 5 in the world? Where's worldwide? Worldwide? Little old D-Day Cobra, number 5 in the entire world. That is stupid. Number 1 in the USA. Crazy, crazy times. All right. Crazy times indeed. And that's a testament to every single one of you that has nothing to do with me. Ball 95 says, to ensure a Trump victory despite Pennsylvania, he needs a popular vote to win. A popular vote will win. Also flip blue states, Trump red. Go vote no matter what, even if your boss threatens to fire you. Vault 95 says the left's most effective victory strategy has been convincing Republicans not to vote. All these good polling numbers are to keep you from voting. Remember the 2022 promise, red flood, go vote. Overmod says, me and my wife are getting a lot of calls last week to take surveys. I didn't take it because I have a job and a kiddo. That's why Republicans don't answer polls. We got shit to do. NFC or NF Caps says, voted early, Duval, Florida. There were touchscreens, machines, and signs asking paper if you want. I did paper. Took 2 times longer because only 2 workers were helping paper ballots. Do you have that in Pensacola? Mine was just paper. I didn't have any option. Johnny Whiskett says, I just watched Silence of the Lambs. Let's see. Sick fuck. Some does something trans activists would fawn over. But Anthony Hopkins steals the movie as cannibal doctor. Yes, that gets under your skin psychologically. Great movie. Great movie. Mod Eric says Trump needs to keep those great people in Congress as well. He needs people who will fight for him in Congress. Bronsonite says to make a stolen victory seem plausible, mainstream media polls tighten up to tie right before the election. They don't want to look like assholes with way off numbers from their suppression polling all year. Lord of the Rings says stream starting late has some issues. Sound like me. Eric K says, pets suspected of rabies, they quarantine for 10 days. If no signs, they know no rabies, no reason to kill pets. Adrian says, not AI, it's an epic rap battle history. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one. Movie times today. Hey, Fig, I can't vote for my man, but I'm sure I'm convinced at least 2 American women to vote for him, so I did my duty. That's what's up. American Idiot says, hey, Jeremy, watching some football right now. Also voted today. Go and vote people. Trump Vance 2024. Star Wars and Stripes. Welcome to the snake pit. Paul Stella says, it amazes me that people even will consider voting for Kamala. I just don't understand it. Neither do I. Chief Slinging Beef says, I never voted until, you probably meant I never voted until since we moved to Tennessee in 20. You probably meant my either mom or wife, because there's something left out of that. But anyway, she voted Trump with me this time in my hometown. Brought an extra vote home. That's what's up. Go Vols 199 gang. Ghost Crusaders TV says Jennifer Rubin is a conservative, never Trumper. Roman says voted for Trump yesterday. Can't wait to get our new intro for Cobra Cast. Only one way to get it. Ace Venturas 22 says voted on Tuesday before work. May not flip New York, but will help us get Trump over that popular vote. Taking friends with me. Get out and vote. Maddening with 3 gifted memberships. Birdman, welcome to the Snake Pit. London Workman says BVS is a great movie because I always put it on after Snake Eyes Origin. They're both dog shit. Boney Tony, welcome to the Snake Pit. Adam Rice says, please start early Tuesday. I'm in California, UPS, United States Postal Service carrier, and I would like to have a heavy, constant stream of info looking good in North California red. That's what's up. Real Operative X says, gotta love this channel, gays for Trump. Philip H says, German mainstream media hates Trump even more than mainstream media-based Germans praying for Trump. Walter the Einstein dog says, Vincent Mann just bought a television studio. What's the name of it? Carol McKenzie, welcome to the Snake Pit. Hail to our locals, people. We got a locals super chat from Nagrinol. Let's see where we're at. Oh, and all he did is just put a Donald Trump emoji over on the locals chat. You love to freaking see it right there. And I want to let you guys see that really quick. So if you do look at the locals stream, right here, you can drop like gifts and stuff. I got to be careful, some of these gifts, but yeah, you can drop picture messages and gifts and all of that. So there you go. Oh, look at that logo, man. The Dolphins logo is so great. The old school is so great, but there's Nagrinol's, right there. We got this. So again, you can follow us over there. You will have a lot of fun in the chat. And we appreciate all the support over there. Krista, are we caught up?
One super chat just came in by Red Walker.
Okay. Let's see where we're at. Red Walker, did you see the Trump ad Benny Johnson posted? No. Well, I mean, he probably reposted one of Trump's, so I don't know if it's which one it is. I've seen a lot of them from Trump, though, so I'm not sure which one he posted. I'm curious which TV studio Vince McMahon bought. NDI says, hi, why are you gay? And there's the link to locals if you guys are interested in that. Again, I'll be live all day Election day is going to be the calm before the storm. I'll be live on all channels. Unlike Tim Pool, I can stream to multiple channels. So I know it's very tough. I deserve a lot of credit for streaming to multiple channels. I'm not sure how I've done it, but yet here we are. So yes, BVS is not the GOAT, but I'm glad you like it. It's one of the worst comic book movies I've ever seen. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen, to be fair. God, it's terrible. But people like it. Gaming stream, yeah, I'm going to game a little bit later. I don't have a stream set up right now. I guess I can do that really quick so you guys won't yell at me. It'll be a while before I get over there. I've got a couple things that I've got to do. But yeah, I can go ahead and at least set the link up, and you guys can congregate over there if you're interested. So yeah, let me set that up right now. I do think that it's important to do these streams just because it's like we have to mentally prepare for what's in store, man, because I don't think it ends on Tuesday. I don't think it ends on Tuesday at all. I think we're looking at I think this is going to last for weeks. Okay. So we just got to keep that in mind right now. There is a long road ahead of us. And, because, yeah, it's like, oh, well, Tuesdays, it's not like, we're looking forward to the Super Bowl or something. And it's like, well, once it's over, it's over. I think Tuesday is when it begins. And that's why I wanted to just go over there. We want to play some games and chill. But also I've had a few people that are just like, they come over there during my gaming streams and they're like, wait, we have a person playing Fortnite that's a based MAGA guy. And you're like, yeah, you're damn right. Or I'm over there playing Call of Duty. And they're like, you're wearing a MAGA hoodie while you're playing video games? You're damn right. Go vote for Trump. So we want to continue to get more and more people aware of this. Even if we can convince one or two people, it's worth it. And that's what we're going to do. So Trump is did he get there yet? Was Trump there? Trump's not. Let's see. No, Trump's not there yet. I know he's going to be in Macon, Georgia soon. But he's not there yet. Let me see. But yeah, this will be Trump's third rally of the day that he's going to be at. And then he's got 4 tomorrow. Tweetaton says, change the thumbnail when you play Black Ops 6. You bring more viewers with a COD thumbnail. Okay, so can somebody get me a really cool AI-generated Trump Call of Duty thumbnail? If you can get me one, throw it on Twitter, tag me, or send it to my inbox. I would love to see that. And then I'll switch when I switch over to playing Call of Duty a little bit later tonight. So that will be fun. Time switch tonight. I thought the time switch was last night. Because right now it should technically be 7:43 Central for me, but it's 6:43. I think time switch already happened. Tweetaton says, see, I care, Jeremy. I know you do. Gail says, dude, you're going to lose your voice before Tuesday. I don't think so. I think I'll be fine. But if so, we've got a full crew here Tuesday that will help me. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah, time switch was last night. So, or I guess earlier in the morning, this morning, if you want to be technical about it. Quack says you're on my TV. Well, I apologize for that. I'm sorry I'm so ugly, but I hope you're enjoying the content. Sorry to Quack and your whole family that might be in the living room. I apologize for being ugly, but I hope you enjoy the content that we provide. So there you go. Sorry I'm not better looking. All right, so gaming tonight. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have some fun. You're on my TV and laptop. All right, there we go. It always is weird to me that anybody watches my stream. It's weird. Humbling, but weird. Devin says Jeremy's not ugly, just gay. Is that a compliment? Is that even a compliment? I don't even know if that's a compliment. I'll take it. Probably not, though. I don't know. Ron is right, says get better looking, Jeremy. Get better looking. Ron is right, says we're here for Krista. I mean, I can appreciate that. I just like the get better looking. What do I do with that? Get better looking. Slain Hope says, if you want to give Trump an edge, vote in blue counties. Deep blue areas are the only places they won't think to cheat in. Damn the polls. Michael Williams for 10 says, did you see Doug Emhoff a video of him saying Kamala puts her head down? DM'd you. What? Are you kidding me? He did not say Kamala puts her head down, did he? That's funny. I'll check it out and see. Turn on the beauty filter. Let me see if I got that. All right, let's turn the beauty filter on. There it is. Beauty filter engaged. How do I look better? Am I pretty now? Am I pretty? Look at the beauty filter. Now I'll turn the beauty filter off. Turn it off. I'm not pretty anymore. I'm not pretty anymore. Hang on. Turning it on. Look at that. You see? All right. Turning my pretty face off. Wait, hang on. If I have the beauty filter on, I should get more super chats, right? Is that how it works? I've got no super chats just turning the beauty filter on. None. I was told if I was pretty, I was told that I would get more super chats. I turned the pretty filter on and I got no more super chats. I'm turning it off. Going back to ugly. All right. Show cleavage. I mean, how much we talking? Never mind. No, forget that. I would never do that. I'm too respectable for that. I mean, how much we talking though? Never mind. All right. Anyway. All right. We're gonna. All right. You guys have a great day. We got some gaming. Grand Potato says you're on my iPhone. iPhone sucks, but I appreciate you watching. Definitely go over to Right Side Broadcasting. Check out the Trump rally. Support President Trump. And of course, no, turn it back on. I was almost finished. If you want to see me hang out with me, play some video games tonight, this will raid my gaming channel. I'd love to see all of you over there. Also, again, please consider following us over on Locals, over on Geeks and Gamers. You can follow for free. If you choose to support us, it certainly helps out the company. That is our membership program. That's an extension from our website. So we really appreciate any and all support over there. And after we get the election behind us, we do have some really big plans for everything we're going to do over there. Grim Reaper says, I'm playing the new Motorfest and just made a Trump paint job with my monster truck. Within 10 minutes, I had 3 other guys show off their Trump MAGA vehicle paint job. That's what's up right there. That is great. DJ Cover, do you play on Xbox? I'm pretty sure I found you on Xbox if you do. I used to play on Xbox a long time ago, but I play on PlayStation now more than anything. Guy the Guardian says we can't let the election go for weeks. Well, I don't think okay, let me clarify that. I don't think the election is going for weeks. I think that the nonsense surrounding the election is all I'm saying. I'm pretty confident that Tuesday night we're going to know. But I'm also not going to be 100% on that. But when I say weeks, I don't mean like the election per se. I mean the hysteria around the election is what I think. So let me put that clarification out there. My apologies if it sounded like I was saying that the election was going to go on for weeks. What I meant was that the hysteria around it is going to go on for weeks. And it is going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. But okay, guys, we're going to end it there. Thank you for the support. Dragon Warrior says, I'm a grown-ass man who enjoys SpongeBob 199. Hey, that's what the 199 stands for. Never apologize. Have fun. Be into whatever nerd shit you're into. Don't apologize. That's what it's all about. So we'll see you tonight for some video games over on D-Day Cobra Gaming, Trump 2024 to save America, Cobra Cast tomorrow, and of course all day on Tuesday for the election. It's going to be a huge day. Thank you for the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support. Let's bring this thing home Tuesday. Go to tell your friends and your family, anybody, coworkers, get out and vote. Vote Trump. Vote for freedom. Vote to save America. Vote to get Elon Musk in the Department of Government Efficiency program so he can cut $2 trillion out of government spending. Get Ron Paul in there. Get RFK to make America healthy again. And let's kick ass and take names. Love you guys. Have a great day. And we will talk to all of you later. And this will raid my gaming channel. So I'll see you guys over there in that chat, and we'll play some games, and we'll go from there. Love you all. Trump 2024. Talk to you later. Bye, everyone. What am I getting yelled at in the chat for? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm still live. What did I miss, Krista? I'm getting yelled at by Laughing Man and Eric K and everybody. What did I miss? Hang on. Oh, play the short vid I just put into the Cobra chat. Jesus. See, you see, I still pay attention to the chat even when we're done. Okay? Hang on. They think I don't pay attention to them. Okay, let's see. Can't even end the stream without getting yelled at around here, okay? Can't even end the stream without getting yelled at around these parts. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Here we go right here. Boom. Here we go.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
No.
Oh my gosh, I found the new emoji. Wait.
I will.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
Oh no. There we go. Right there. Well, you see, that's what you get. I always pay attention to our wonderful, lovely chat. Okay. So there you go, Eric K, Laughing Man, and the rest of you for yelling at me. Fubi says, put your head down and get it. New emoji. Krista?
Yep.
Have fun with that one. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a good night. I'll see you over there for the gaming stream here in a couple of hours. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.